Baby girl, you back. Don't throw the ice in the trash. We can use that. Got a nice bra on. Maybe we can lose that. Don't say you a pro. I'ma make you prove that I love Dom. That should be your new tag. I just wanna hit that. I could be your new bat. Walk up in the house 2 a.m. where the food at. I'm trying to have it ready when I finish fucking.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Dialogue with Dom. This is episode number 9, man. And shit, unfortunately, I'm in here by myself, man, right now. I ain't got nobody to talk to. What I'm going to do? I don't know. But we here by myself right now, so I might give y'all a monologue of some sort. I don't know what that's going to look like, but this is something new that we're trying. But I don't know if y'all know me before this, but it all started long ago. It all started with a basketball, like Wizard Kelly said, and it all started here. It started here. I got the gang here with me, man. What's up? Give my ass up. Hold on. What's this? Everybody in here. Hold on. I guess I'll take a shot. Yo, welcome back to another episode with Dialogue with Dom. Episode number 9, man. And I got this special going on right now, man. I got my first original podcast family in the building. I got the whole crew of Thinking Out Loud in the building, man.
Hey.
What's up with y'all? Hey. What's up with y'all, man?
Let's go. Dialogue with Dom.
I got the intern, quote unquote, Deja. I got Tiffany. I got Dana, and I got Keith in the building, man.
What's up,
How are
y'all?
we feeling? How are we feeling? It's good to have y'all.
Kids, why you so far away?
Because he the CEO. You know how they go. They don't never touch
the black
nobody.
sheep.
Well,
I
you want to be
guess.
on somebody's skin. Why you so far away?
I guess I'm the black sheep. I'm just.
What?
No, I'm joking.
You know
I'm fucking with y'all.
Sure.
But
It feels good to be back.
It feels good to be back.
I missed y'all. I
Yeah.
really did. Lord,
We
don't
potting
give me the
again.
crying.
Did you really, Tiff?
This is the first one out the first one out
Hold on.
Actually,
First-
look,
first
Tiff.
one.
No.
Tiff. Actually, Deja was.
the Deja was the first one out the door.
Exactly. Why
First
you
one in
on
my
me?
yeah.
It's always the person that leaves
Crazy.
first that misses you the most.
Crazy.
I felt it first. I felt it first.
No, but like I'll be serious for a second. I like our hiatus or like us going MIA. It was
2
really
years.
huh
For 2 years.
for a little minute. Like I'm not gonna act like we was the best podcast in the land, but
We
we
was.
did have people
Fuck
that
yeah.
listen to us that literally fuck with us, and I feel
Mhm.
like we never really gave them a proper exit. You know what I'm saying? It was just
Yeah.
like, all right, we'll be back next week. 2
Are we
years
re- are we
passed.
No.
2 years passed. You know, so we
It be like that.
it does be like that. Life happens, but we gotta be professional. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like 2 years later, better late than never.
Better late than
That's how I
never.
feel about
Because
it.
never late is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're back on Dom's platform, which is like
Yeah.
also
Yeah, man. Dialogue with Dom,
Let's
man.
apply to that.
I
Yes.
appreciate y'all,
That's
man.
nice.
look,
It's-
Tiff. No hateration, but you know we in the production.
Because-
We're in the production studio.
Because originally, is that not how Thinking Out Loud started? It was Dom.
It was.
That switches about
Yes,
it.
I said Dom
Yeah.
put me on the bar. It was me that tweeted about it, but
He did tweet about it, but
Dom
I
put
put the
me-
bug in his ear
I
first.
did-
I put the bug
I
in
like
his ear.
I like
No,
Dom.
Tiffany, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Tiffany, you're not wrong. Tiffany,
Look,
you're
I
not
thought
wrong.
about letting it rock, but I was like, I made it clear that Dom, he put me on a podcast. That's what I had.
Yeah,
Like, I heard a podcast, but I was like,
never
I ain't listen
knew.
to, I didn't know podcast was like
I think.
black people. I thought it was for books.
Yeah, right.
But he put me on the Brilliant Idiots, and it was another one. I think it was Joe Budden.
Tax and
And
tax
Tax Son, yep.
Yeah.
And I was like, I
Freedom
listened.
Man.
I was like, I
Or
want to do
not.
this.
Or not. Tiffany, good job.
Or
We don't know what going on.
Yeah.
that. That's a dangerous man. I don't know about him.
But nah,
he has some good tweets.
Yeah, Keys, go ahead.
But I just wanted to say, like, we started 2016. I mean, I ain't gonna toot out on home, but we can do it.
Yeah,
you know?
You can do it, man.
We was at the curve a little bit. And what we started in like a very crucial space in just society. We were all hungry.
I don't think it was a lot of podcasts going on. I think the only podcast that was going on was like The Read and
Taxon,
yeah,
you know,
like,
Brilliant Idiots and all that.
It wasn't a lot going on.
It wasn't a lot of podcasts going on.
But we started around the time September 2016 when like Trump versus Hillary. Like Trump wasn't president yet, but he was about to be.
Yeah.
Kanye would put on a hat. It was a lot of shit.
Oh, bitch. That shit is crazy.
Right.
But nah, like
when history repeats itself, like that's so true. It is.
It's crazy.
Not talk of politics already.
And
I just can't believe he's back in the fucking office. What the hell?
Dana started as a fan. He was a close friend, but he started as a real fan. Like that's crazy.
I ain't want to call you like just. I started off as a casual listener, a fan.
Yeah.
I was engaged on the topics. It was funny. It was relatable, and I hollered at Dom to show my appreciation. He's like, "Hey, maybe you should come on there." I'm like, "Nah." But I came on there and I never fucking left.
Look, that's really like, nah. Nah, but shit, yeah.
Y'all niggas crazy.
They welcomed me with open arms, and I've been a part of Thinking Out Loud family since after the first year anniversary?
Yeah, like pretty much.
What was that?
Whenever your first guest episode was,
that was like right before episode 100. So I've done 200 episodes, which
nice.
Damn.
Yeah.
And we love your presence. We love your presence.
For sure.
Have definitely amped it up.
Yeah,
for sure. Especially after Tiffany quit on us.
Oh my!
Tiffany quit. I mean, I'm not feeding into that narrative, but Tiffany stopped way after Dana came.
I know. I'm trolling.
Yeah.
I'm trolling.
Yeah.
It's a troll.
It was here a long time. When Dana was here.
It's a troll.
Like 50
episodes.
I
mean, Tiffany went through like three different jobs, working at the post office, and still was making it. I give Tiffany her credit. I give Tiffany her credit.
Facts.
I was momming and then killed the thing. There was a lot going on.
I'm trolling when I say that, but that's how it started. 2016 was the birth of this shit. And I just appreciate y'all for giving me the opportunity to like showcase my talents.
Yes,
to then come here.
What the hell you talking about?
No.
God damn. We always on the same page.
No, we wasn't.
We was figuring it out all together.
But y'all brought something out of me that I didn't know I had, right? So it took the Keith's first tweet to say, no, I'm being real. Like, it took Keith's first tweet to ever say, like, hey, who want to start a pod? I had already talked to him about pod. And it took me to have courage to step out there.
So it was you that planted the seed.
Yeah.
Because he put it in your brain.
Correct.
And then you tweeted it.
Correct, yeah.
And then I responded to your tweet.
Yeah.
And then we all know each other. Let's link.
Yeah.
And we made it happen.
Literally, Tiffany was my manager.
Yeah.
At Martin's.
Yeah, I was.
but we all had a meeting, and then shit just went how it went. Like, I couldn't appreciate that more because I didn't know what I would be right now.
Yeah.
If that didn't happen. Like, I would never even be on this platform doing what I'm doing right now, getting drunk with my old castmates. I don't know what this would happen. Like, you know?
Yeah.
So this shit is hard. So it was like, that's where the start was at. And I feel like we created a whole rumble of things. Like, we was really moving, especially in VA.
Yeah.
We had the traction. We was doing what we was doing. I wish we would have took it more serious, but I don't think we understand the clout that we was having.
I think potting was like, it was fun. It felt like fun.
Yeah, it was.
Fun.
So and it still is. That's why I'm still doing this to this day.
Yeah. But as far as like seriousness, like, you know, like I get what you're saying. Like we should have got sponsors and da.
Yeah,
That's
true.
We were just, I like.
We didn't know we was doing that.
Yeah.
To be honest, we didn't know the opportunities that came with this shit.
Yeah.
You know? We just was doing it.
Yeah.
But just was meeting up everybody.
I will say, as far as like, you know, the people who really fucked with the podcast, not necessarily closure, but an explanation. Yeah. As to like kind of why we stopped. What would y'all say?
Nigga,
what would y'all say?
We need to go in order in which we left.
Oh God! And Keith is also skipping out on shit that I want to skip out on.
No, I'm saying if we all
what am I
explain,
skipping out on? My bad.
If we all explain what happened through each other's POV based on the order in which we left the show, I think by the time it gets to me, it'll all make sense.
So you say you could be the last one?
Yes.
All right, go ahead. Look
Are
at
you coming for
Tiff.
me?
Look at Tiff.
You come for me first?
No, Deja first.
Oh, okay.
All right, Deja, step up to the
Deja,
mic.
and shout out to Deja, because Deja this is my little cousin, but she was also brought in as our intern. So she don't have no.
Should we take a shot before this?
Deja wasn't even 21.
No.
Yeah, she wasn't even 21. Now she a grown ass lady.
So
but-
we should not take a shot?
check.
Yeah.
We gonna talk about some real shit.
Yeah.
Politically accurate as possible.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
You were fact check.
I shot? No.
Tiff,
Nah,
I got
I really
you.
ain't taking no shot. I ain't taking no shot.
Nah,
I can't.
I
even- I still got to host the episode.
We'll take a silent
We'll
shot.
be fine.
We'll take a silent shot. Come
I
on.
don't know if I would be fine.
Yeah, Don, I
still
Shout
had
to Deja's story.
I
yes.
still had to host the episode, so I'll wait till y'all done.
All right,
But
come
shout
on,
out
Deja.
to my goats. Y'all all my goats, because y'all, that's why I'm here now. Like, for real. It's real shit.
It's the Tito's.
That's my turn.
Look at me.
So, I enjoyed my time on Thinking Out Loud first and foremost. I think y'all know I was like a little quiet mouse at first, and then I kind of opened up a little bit.
Deja, I remember when Deja first started, she was coming with like the research. We just was saying shit. Like the first couple episodes, we just was saying shit. We just was talking. But Deja was coming with the facts and stuff. So that's how you input it with Thinking Out Loud.
And then it went from like you coming with the facts to look, Tiffany needs some backup. So we're gonna need you to have an actual fucking opinion. Like, and you can't just keep coming with facts. She need a little more female power. So that's kind of like how I went from just in the background researching to also like being a part of the show. And I think partly work schedule and just life. Like once I did get free again, it kind of was around the time that everybody was kind of like falling off. Cause I think I had hit Dom up like, yo, like, I'm not working on Mondays no more. Like, what y'all got going on? And he like, such and such, not really talking up no names, but like, we kind of it was kind of like in the midst of everything falling off when I got back into like, what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Tiff.
Yeah.
Unnamed.
Yeah.
Tiff. You next, Tiff.
It was you.
It was you. It's crazy. This is how you dumped us.
Step up to the mic.
Oh,
You dumped it like a bad habit. Like you were Nicholas being worse.
I mean, every week we got, where's Tiff? Where's Tiff?
That is so insane.
I
Okay.
don't know what to tell you.
I guess I would say firstly, I was definitely excited on the pod, and I was excited to be the female voice. But after a while, it was a little strenuous trying to balance like mom life, work life, kill the scene life, and then Thinking Out Loud life. So
And social life.
unfortunately,
And social life.
and social life,
Pool
yes.
life.
And I felt like I think that realistically, let's be realistic.
Mm-hmm.
When you're dealing with work 5 days a week, then momming after work, then you're also doing a side job, you have to have some kind of me time.
Your business.
Yeah, for sure.
Business.
Me time was my social life. So it was like I was feeling pulled in 50 different directions,
Mm-hmm.
and I just had to let something go. And unfortunately, it was that.
didn't
I'm
make
sorry.
didn't make the cut.
But y'all were still in my social circle, so I
Nah,
didn't feel
for
like
sure.
I was cutting y'all
No,
off.
we
Like,
Oh, yeah.
No. You
You
didn't
know?
cut us out your life.
hell
Just,
nah. It was never that.
just left the
It
pod.
just-
We wouldn't see Tiffany on a Monday. We would damn sure see her on a Saturday.
Facts. Fucking
That was my
facts.
me time. I see my friends and it won't no work shit. You know, like
Wow.
it won't work shit. I'm like, I see my friends, let's take a shot, relax, hug.
It got to a
And I had
point.
to go into this next week like, working times 3. So it was more so just a work aspect for me. Sorry.
Mhm.
It was more so a work aspect for me where I felt like, oh, I knocked it down
Funny.
again.
Just let it go.
Thank you. It felt like, no, you put it down.
Okay.
Thank you. It was just a work. I was just working all the time. And it just was, yeah, that's just all. And I will say it was hard carrying the female opinion on my back after a while.
Left
Me-
you out the drum.
Not even that, not even just like that. It was just like keeping up with the Joneses of all the drama every week. It was just a lot. Yeah, but anyway, I didn't necessarily cut y'all off because
You
y'all
just
was
cut the pod
still
off.
again, y'all was still a part of my social circle.
No, yeah, and we love you. You just left the pod. It's not no beef.
Not the people,
I
just
quit.
the pod.
I quit the job, but I didn't quit y'all.
Can't quit us, baby.
No,
Simple.
Yeah, we ain't
absolutely
quit us.
not.
Death row.
Death row.
Exactly. And I never wanted it to be like, I didn't want it to get to that point where it was like, I can't deal with y'all. So it was like,
it
all
wasn't
right,
no
let me
beef.
step away a little
It
bit.
wasn't no beef, but you popped your head in episodes. Even after that, you took a step back. So I never felt no type of way about that. Like for
No,
sure.
but honestly, I didn't think that it would just end when I stepped back.
Nobody did.
Wait, I didn't know that I contributed that much
How? You
for
was-
it to end.
Tiffany, you are the glue to this shit.
Wow.
You was always the glue.
The logo got 3
Tiff,
motherfuckers on
it
it.
ain't no thinking out loud without Tiffany.
Oh.
And I
Now
don't
she
even know
tryna
why
be
you're trying to act
acting fake
surprised.
person.
You know that.
Right.
You literally know that.
Have
Like,
you listened to the dude?
every
cast?
person who's listened to our
Have
episodes
you
know
listened
that.
to a dude
Like,
cast when it's just me, Dom, and Keith?
A
And we
dude
all
cast.
agreeing for 3 hours. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. We just on there
No.
being buddies
We-
for 3 hours. Don't nobody want to hear
No,
that.
but that's not the case because it was a lot of times where it was a lot of episodes where it was you and Dom versus me and Keith.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Like a
it,
lot of times.
it turned
like,
into that. It turned into that a lot. It ended up being me and Dom versus you and Keith.
Yeah.
Or me and you versus them two, depending on what it was.
depending on how I was feeling that day.
I feel like every time
but
We-
Dom was always the red pill.
we didn't pick
content
favorites.
Creator.
Dom.
That's crazy.
Dom, you was red pill.
Red pill or I got a girl.
Are we? Do y'all want to get started?
Censor Dom.
we can get started
I'm a neutral nigga.
right after
Dom.
Neutral.
I'm a neutral nigga. Trust and believe.
You were all men opinion all the time.
Unless,
Dom.
Deja.
Y'all don't even want to be knowing my real opinion on shit though. Like,
And that's the problem. We started as thinking out loud, and like in my opinion, I guess I segue to my standpoint.
Yeah, yes, please.
Go ahead.
Um,
The CEO left the pod because
I didn't leave the pod.
oh,
I didn't leave the pod. So for one, because we had a debate in the group chat
Yes,
already
we did.
prior
Go ahead.
to coming here.
Yeah.
Bitch. Go ahead.
Every time I've canceled, we recorded on Mondays, right? So like the whole social life thing was kind of a myth in a way because like who really does a lot on Mondays
really
outside of quarantine, right? Which me and Tiff used to be at the pool. I would give you that.
yeah, nigga.
But it was more so like just the vibes. Like sometimes we'll get I'm gonna throw y'all under the bus. I'm gonna do that. Sometimes we'll get there where I'll already be there. I'll be Dana be prompt. You know, Dana get there. Me and Dana filling in dry space talking while we waiting for Dom for 2 hours.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Not 2 hours, but facts.
Then we'll
I be on downtime.
We'll pod. The pod be going good. We start off good. Mind you, we stopped drinking after Tiffany left. We just ain't like, man, I think Tiffany, are you alcoholic at this point? No, I'm joking. Joking.
Maybe. Let me take
I'm
a shot.
joking. But you know,
One thing about it, I'm gonna live my truth, baby.
where I'm
Lot
getting
of gangster shit
where I'm
going on.
getting at is like for me personally, and I'll be honest, it stopped, like Mondays stopped being fun. And not even after you left. When you was working at the post office, it was just like, all right, we just here. Let's press record. Let's get out the way. You know what I'm saying? It started to become like let's
Mundane?
just get this shit out the way. You know, we on the podcast, Dom watching his fantasy thing, Dana watching his fantasy football. They watching playoffs. They watching Monday Night Football while I'm listening for their opinion. They down their phone and it's just like, all right.
The Rams was on. Go.
I wasn't there though, right?
You were there a few
was there-
times
you
they
was there
did
a few
that, but
times.
you know, we'll look at them and like say something, but then they be like, oh, all right, what y'all was saying?
Oh yeah,
And
you
it's
know
like,
what? Yeah.
You know, right now, you know, we all engaged, da 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 da. Like, ain't nobody on that phone. So, I felt like, so I'll say this. I'm sorry, I'm rambling, but we started and we didn't miss a week.
We didn't.
I think we might have been burned out. Can we all agree to that?
Yeah.
I love burned out.
And I
We
feel
didn't miss
like,
a week for
I
like
feel
5
that's
years.
totally normal when you're
Yeah.
working hard. You're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
doing it and you're just doing it and then you don't notice that you're getting burnt out.
Yeah.
It just happens. It's one
Yeah.
of the things where it just happens.
And I miss Tiffany. That was my other point.
Nah,
it
so-
was like
no,
Tiffany
no.
brought a lot of excitement to the
I would
podcast.
agree to y'all with that, right? We were probably burned out because it was pressure. Because if y'all don't know, on my last podcast, it was every week. So every week we had to have
Every
something.
week.
Yeah.
So that shit can
For a
burn
shit
you
show.
the fuck out. Like,
Fuck yeah.
oh God.
Be
And now
prepared in
that
the
I-
beginning though,
and
like
now
we used
that
to
I
have
see-
a paper on what we was gonna talk about,
Mhm.
what was gonna be to say it loud, like just a note. Remember the notebook?
Yeah.
You used to be prepared, and it just kind of went
I will-
into like.
I will say, because before we started, we said when we talk about this segment, it will be accountability. I would say did get very lazy with the content, with posting and just a lot of stuff. You know, we used to do pictures after every
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
We used to do
But that
Little
was,
videos
but
like.
I will also say that was a lot on you.
I mean, and I liked
I
it.
told him that.
I liked it as long
That
as
was
like.
a lot on you.
That
to,
was it was
to
a
carry
lot.
that.
Just showing up like
Yeah.
talking for 3 hours and be
Showing
like,
up,
you better-
also
you better post
recording,
Wednesday.
plus editing, and
Yeah.
posting. That's a lot.
And by the time we finish, it's 3 a.m.
lot.
It's 2 a.m.,
Right.
3 a.m. Like,
yeah,
I
that's
ain't
a lot
starting
on
on
you.
this tonight.
It was a whole
Yeah.
lot.
we record
Oh, yeah.
Monday and leave like
And
you
that's
better.
why we
Yeah.
always called you the
Another thing I
CEO
would-
because you had a lot.
another
on
thing
your
I would
plate.
say, it was like post quarantine. We ended in a very weird space where quarantine was over and real life was starting back up.
Mhm.
So it's
Yeah.
like,
I'm trying to
Niggas
enjoy
started
it.
going back to work.
yeah, like I can't drink on Monday.
It's
Look,
like I can go outside again.
I can't drink on a Monday no more. Like,
Gotta get up in
I
the
gotta
morning.
get up. Golly.
Yeah.
All right,
I
so
was always
what-
getting up.
with gathering all that, man, and I'm sure everything will come out the right way. Like, what are some of y'all favorite things that we was able to pull from that, like the pod and what we're doing now? Like,
So wait, I just wanted to stop. So you and Dana just feel like y'all just perfect and when it ended.
I didn't say that. I know what I know what I
So,
am.
okay, yeah,
Okay,
I want to
well,
hear some
okay,
accountability.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know what I am. I'm
I
trying to
wanna
get
hear-
ready.
I just want some accountability real
No,
quick.
no, no. But Keith, at the end of the day,
Y'all was
I gotta roll on. It's
Nah,
like,
don't roll on with it.
the time
I
ticking.
get
Well,
it.
why
Alright.
you roll out?
All right, like, make it quick. Just
The
make it
time
quick.
ticking.
Just make it quick.
What you want to say about me and Danny?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I left the pod because there was no more pod to come to. I begged and pleaded for us to find a way, and
No, I ain't even gonna lie. Dana was on that shit
He
every
was,
week.
I wouldn't dispute that.
Every week.
I wouldn't
yeah.
dispute
The
that.
pod for me was not only an opportunity to kick it with my friends, but it was an outlet. I work
Yeah.
a lot, and I have my business, and a lot of my thoughts remain idle in my head, and I literally use that time to eat, vent, talk shit with my friends, get my shit off. It was therapy.
It
for
was
me,
therapy.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when Keith shut it down,
Shut the hell up.
nah, when we
You
decided,
know where I think it got lost? When we kept on trying to keep up with celebrity gossip
Mhm.
versus
But
talk
we're
about
doing- we
real
do-
topics.
Yeah.
We're just doing week to week. That's what you got to do.
I
We're
know.
doing week-
That's true. That's true. But I feel like a lot of podcasts nowadays
Mm-hmm.
are watered down because of
Celebrity.
celebrity
Yeah.
gossip.
Everybody talking about
Or
the same
they're
thing.
talking about the same shit. Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
I be looking at shit like, why is all these podcasts talking about 50-50 relationships? Girls like this, niggas did this, da da
Yeah.
da. Let's talk
Nah,
about some real life shit.
Right.
Like,
I ain't gonna
why
lie.
don't Twinkies expire? Let's talk about that.
The-
What's in the ingredients for that?
The gen-
That's a real conversation that
the
needs to be
gender
had.
wars, the gender wars used to be like that though, Tiff. You used to get in your bag.
The gender wars are that was draining. It was so draining.
For you, you was giving your all on them like
It was
The-
so draining. And
the
it's still
listeners was
draining to
loving
this
it.
day to see it. Like when I see gender topics, I scroll. I
Yeah.
just swipe up because I don't care to hear that. Because we always, like when we talked about gender wars, we always started with, and it's situational. So what are we debating about?
Yeah.
I think we was more so putting our personal opinions on the front line and trying to just be heard about how we feel about.
But
Sure.
when it comes to like gender topics and stuff, it's really situational. Like it's what you went through on your opinion on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I wanted my situation to be heard.
But you know what's
That's
crazy? I was
true.
gonna say, like, you know what's crazy? That's Dan. So how you felt?
Wait, how I
my
felt
bad.
about what? The podcast ended?
Yeah.
I
But
was-
no,
I
it
was-
didn't-
I was-
whatever
I was-
it is, whatever it is,
I was hurt.
open.
I was hurt. I was really hurt. Took a minute to recover, but I found a way to persevere and push on. Y'all
Yeah.
still are my homies.
Yeah.
Amen.
I got another conversation we're going to have off camera, but I miss y'all. I'm thankful for the opportunity that y'all gave me to come along and contribute, and Thinking Out Loud was a very bright spot for me. So that's how I feel
And
about it.
I'll give you your flowers one last time. Like as far as like you, I feel like you really like outside of like random Monday where niggas just was like not there because we potted every week. Niggas not gonna be on point every Monday. I feel like you were really like outside of Tiffany was like the heart and soul. You was Dom got majority of our guests.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? Like
he did.
the majority
He
of our
did. He
listeners
did.
came
He
from Dom
did.
used to push the fucking pod. So I just love to
Dom will
see that
reach
like
out
you never
to
like lost the
whoever.
spark and you still on episode 9 still like you have a guest every episode.
Yeah.
Like, you
right
still,
now,
like,
on this,
pushing that.
on this.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to doing other things. But
Yeah.
right now, if it's a dialogue with Dom, I'm talking to somebody.
Yeah.
I'm talking to the homies right now. So
Right,
we can
right.
turn it up, you know?
But yes, I love to see that shit stuff is still, progress. Look, can we curse on dialogue with Dom?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Turn the fuck up, nigga. It ain't nothing unusual.
Oh, he done went off.
No, I'm joking.
Oh,
But yeah, I fucks with it. I fucks with it hard.
So I guess I would ask that before we get into other shit. Who was the favorite guest or like other co-hosts that we had on Dialogue with
Ooh.
Dom that y'all fuck with the most? Like,
Mm.
what's one of y'all favorite things that we did
Me-
on that?
me
as far as
personally-
guest wise.
Whenever we had close friends in the house
yeah.
and it was a fucking Royal Rumble of opinions.
It
Yeah.
was always a
That
Shout
was
out to
my
Lauren.
favorite.
Shout out to Tambria.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ashley.
Whoever came
Yeah.
through it.
Shout out to Dante. Shout out to all of them.
Lauren came through a few times.
When we did that collab with Mazel Talks, that was really good.
Oh
that was really
my God,
nice.
that was-
that was really
That
nice.
might have been my favorite
Shout out to the-
episode.
That was very
Oh my
fun.
God.
Shout out to my CEO in real life.
Ah.
So, you know?
yeah, that was lit. That was
Mazel
lit.
Talk collab was great. That was great.
Yeah, I know. My favorite one of them, I got like 2 or 3 that really stick with me. The J Ski episode that we
Uh-huh.
did, that was hard
Yeah.
to me. Shout out to fucking J Ski. Cause he ain't had to pull up. He pulled
Yeah.
up.
He pulled
And
up.
all that nigga needed was some goddamn, what he said? He said he needed some chocolate bar or something like that. And we had that for him. And nigga did the show off the strength of that. So J Ski shit, Eddie Van shit,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
and then
Shout out
probably
to
the
KK.
Ann Harris episode. Them
The
probably
Ann Harris episode was really
them probably my favorite guests as far as like them niggas came in and the niggas just was so humble and
Yeah.
just showed us so much love off the
I
strength that
fuck
we was
with,
doing at the crib.
D'Angelo. He was always
I was
he
about
was
to say
always
that.
Yeah, my
consistent.
brother too.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying,
D'Angelo.
if I had to name top 3.
I mean, yeah. But
But-
D'Angelo, he was like consistent though. Like he
Yeah.
always called in and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
fuck with
yeah.
D'Angelo.
Now
And
Ree
he
had a
kept
couple.
us abreast with like the
The politics during
Yeah.
that time because we to this day,
I
still don't know what
the
the fuck
hell
we talking
going on.
all I know is Trump is president. But the last 4 years,
That's
I know
it.
I ain't knew shit Biden was doing either for the last 4 years. So shit, fuck it.
Don't ask me about the tariffs. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that.
And I feel like that was another thing that happened to me post COVID was just like ignorance
Not
is
giving
bliss.
a fuck.
Ignorance is bliss. Yeah, it's like,
Ignorance is
and I
so-
hate it, but I mean, I love it at the same time. It's like I don't know shit is going on,
Yeah.
but my peace is important as well. Like,
Mhm.
it's all right.
Exactly.
So I guess my next question with y'all would be like, how do y'all feel about like post podcast breakups or makeups or all those things?
Well,
like, how do y'all feel about the? Oh, Dana, what are you asking me? I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying I was going to answer your question.
All right.
What? Let him ask the question first.
Yes, ma'am. Finish the
He was in
question.
the middle.
Look, that's why we always need a lady in the building. That nigga was gonna cut me off. But how do y'all feel about the other podcasts? Like, what do y'all feel like the proper way to like break away or to like show that you're moving fast, something? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do y'all feel about that?
Like moving past something, like
Yeah,
something
yeah,
publicly that you've done, like
without having like the it was an official announcement. Like, so thinking out loud,
I would say
we're not
like
official announcement. We're still here technically, but are we here?
No.
I mean, I would say like, we our podcast didn't end on no bad terms. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
it won't like no niggas won't beefing and nothing like that.
Right.
But I do feel like I said, like people did like, I mean, people did listen to us. You know what I'm saying? We did have people who fuck with our podcast, literally. And I feel like as like, I mean, since 2016 though, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like, I feel like we did.
It's been a while.
If you ever, if somebody's ever separating something that they publicly don't, you owe that shit to the people that fucking fed you. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
true.
That spent
It's like you
2-3 hours. Yes.
you kind of like felt the fan base, and then you just kind of like
Yeah.
let them
Right.
down. Cause I'll be pissed if Beyonce
Just
didn't
stop.
drop. Yeah.
Well, that's what Rihanna
I'd
doing.
be exactly. Well, she didn't just stop because she's in other avenues.
But she stopped music. Just stopped music.
That's true. That's true.
Mm.
Because I didn't stop,
Talk about
but I
that.
stopped podcasting. But
Yeah.
I'm still doing
You still
other
sewing.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Talk
I
about
see things.
Talk about death.
I'm just.
Wait.
Oh yeah, when Tiff get in their bag, you start calling her
They're
Biffy.
Biff, yeah.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
I want
But yeah.
to give a disclaimer to Dom's viewers. Dom is drunk today.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
yeah, let's.
I
Y'all
don't
can
know
see
what
him.
you talking
Y'all can
about.
see him in an element that y'all normally don't see him in, which
Look,
is
hashtag
fun. Good.
So am I. So I love when we on the same page, baby. Yeah. Now let's get into these hot topics.
Let's go.
I'm done
Why y'all
reminiscing.
doing that?
Yeah, we
still
not
asking
reminiscing.
questions. I'm still.
Oh, which one?
Okay,
I'm
all right,
still
all
You
right.
interviewing?
I'm
Yeah,
still
so we're-
interviewing.
Oh, you
Tiff,
got another
that's how
one?
you know you good at what he doing, because we didn't know we were being
How long you
interviewed
been
until now.
interviewed?
The whole time. I'm always interviewing y'all.
Alright. Cause I'm ready to like hop into shit.
Yeah, we gonna hop into a lot of shit, but we gotta like
Talking with Dom out loud.
we gotta talk about what Thinking Out Loud did and like
Okay, that's true. You want to
the
reminisce?
platform that it created, right? Like
Right.
all these things.
Yeah. So these
Tiffany,
podcasts ain't talking about shit.
you-
Nuts.
So that's what I'm saying. So what is a proper podcast at this point like to us? Like, cause we didn't did it at the
That's
highest.
actually
point.
very- that's actually a very good question.
Like I'm not sure, but I feel like I don't know. Is it grits and eggs or eggs and grits? I don't know.
Mm.
This guy, but
I
I've
know
been
you
seeing him
talking
on
about. I
TikTok.
know him, and I know people that's connected
Bro.
to him.
His content is so wide range, and I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like podcasts that just talk about one thing. I feel like we had that. We were different, and we started that. We talked about a wide variety of things. We talked about
We was in the-
politics.
We was
talked
in the
about-
market before this shit got oversaturated. We was in the
Yes.
market
We
before it
talked
got
about
oversaturated.
politics, celebrity gossip,
Local shit.
local shit, gender shit, and we had a wide range of
Music,
shit to talk
movies.
And
about. Music,
so
yes.
I want to piggyback off that, like with like what we said, and I get it. We live in a world where social media runs everything, but I feel like the podcast that I listen to is so censored. Things are so censored. Like people, like people don't want to say what they want to say. They want their opinion is.
Mhm.
I seen your opinion on Twitter already. Say something different.
Yeah.
Go there. Like, and I feel
Yeah.
like unfortunately, we do live in a PC society.
Can we
People
talk
scared
about
to
it get
too?
canceled?
Yep.
Yeah.
People so scared of cancel
Yep.
culture. They like,
That
I'm
too.
gonna tell the truth, but I want to water it.
Mhm.
I want to water it
Yes.
down. And it's like, if
Yeah.
you gonna go there,
Say
Go
it.
all the way.
Literally.
Like, if you stand on what you
Mhm.
believe in, I'm to an extent fuck a cancel culture. Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not like find your tribe. Like I might not listen to you if you say some wild shit.
Yeah,
I might
no,
no longer listen to you, but I want the people what I stand on, what I believe. I want someone that believes that wholeheartedly.
Yeah,
And that's
but
who I
here's
want to
the
listen
funny-
to.
But
and if
here's
you don't believe that, then maybe we, like you said, I don't listen to you, but your tribe out there somewhere.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But here's the funny
No
thing.
doubt.
Here's the funny thing. I feel like a lot of people, they say, we can use Boosie for example. People want to cancel Boosie so bad.
They do.
But guess what? But guess what? All I see on my timeline is Boosie. But
You know,
he's done it.
love Boosie. Oh my
Bruh.
god.
Yes, yes.
What I love about Boosie is he say things and he don't care about cancel culture
Mhm.
because he's gonna relate to somebody.
Mhm.
The next statement he say, he might not have related to that person, but that person that disagree with the last opinion, they gonna fuck with that
Boosie
opinion.
making a little sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, you know. And I fuck with people that just be them authentically like
Yeah.
that. Like put out that content. You don't have to be like,
And I felt like this would made our podcast great.
yes.
I think we was
Also-
ahead of our
You
time.
hate me this episode, but next episode you feel
You gonna
me.
love me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think this would made us a.
It's a thin line between love and hate. I love that
Uh-huh.
about, you know what I'm saying?
But I
love
think
that about me.
I think that's the element.
Hey, you gonna hate me today, you gonna love me tomorrow.
Tiffany, I think that's the element we created on our show,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm not sad. I'm not whatever. But we could have took this shit to the top because we was doing all the things and all the elements that create all this controversy.
Mhm.
Not
Ain't
like
fun,
type
fun,
shit.
man.
You was doing that. We funny. We got all the shit that is added to that shit. But
And the best part is it wasn't predictable. Like with some
Mhm.
podcasts, you like, you know, these two people gonna beef it out. You know, this might happen.
Yeah.
It's like, you
Yeah.
know, with certain people, like, you know, sometimes the Dom and Tip, but some episodes, it might be Dom and Keith versus everybody.
Yeah,
that's what it
It might be
was.
the girls versus the boys, or it might be, you know what I'm saying, me and Keith versus you and Dom. It might
Yeah.
be, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, you never knew, depending on the topic, where somebody would go.
Yeah.
Dana might be like, honestly, I hear what all y'all saying, but
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all niggas ain't make sense a lot of nights in the house.
Dana's like, see, I hear all of that, but listen to what I like.
What's some things that like y'all can recall that we've talked about that you one stand 10 toes on, and two kind of like I changed my opinion on that.
I don't remember. but it's like
One thing I stand on is the whole eye for an eye thing. Street justice. The streets gonna take care of it. I still don't bend on that.
Wow.
I don't. I just
That was
don't
one of
Wait,
bend.
the
you
topics he
don't-
sent-
you
that
don't
was
agree-
the topics he sent me too.
No, I don't bend on. I still believe.
You believe eye for an eye. You believe in eye for eye.
yeah, I
wholeheartedly
said
believe in that.
wholeheartedly.
You believe in what?
Like, you know when that lady got shot at the Senate and Keith's cried for that white lady?
Wait,
would-
what?
I would
I do
never.
remember that.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that because I believe, well, bitch, you rushed the Senate. You should have got shot.
Yeah.
So I believe. You know, I also like all these when people die, I always ask people, you know, was this person innocent that got shot at? That
Uh-huh.
was found with drugs, money, and guns on him.
So he deserved to die.
Was he innocent? I can't put death on nobody. Was he innocent? People be
But how do you determine innocent? Who are you to say something like
was
what's the definition of
what-
innocent?
Okay, what if the person wouldn't have killed him, would he kill that person?
If I get shot today and I got a bag of
Yeah.
weed in my pocket, are you
No,
gonna say
there's
she
a-
might have been a drug
there's-
dealer?
I get what he
Deja, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Deja.
But
That's
you
what
know,
you're saying,
no-
but that's not a mean. I feel like it's.
That's
What
why-
is innocent? Just give your definition.
Right.
Like, what do you mean by innocent? Like, is that person? And that's very like gray.
right.
what the fuck is wrong
Saying
with y'all?
is somebody innocent that got shot. Were they innocent? That's very great. Like that's like
These
you know,
people that niggas be crying over and be hysterical, like, oh my God, how could it have been him?
Oh, the
Because he
same
shot-
niggas that be
because
robbing
he-
niggas.
I mean,
and
I guess-
shot-
shot two niggas last
I
week.
Okay,
guess.
I got
I mean, that's extreme. That's different.
that's all I'm
but
talking
I guess
about.
we're making sure you're not talking about people like Trayvon Martin. Like you, if he robbed somebody,
No.
if he robbed the store last week, that don't got nothing to do with him getting
I ain't
shot.
do it this week. The fuck?
He's not.
I ain't do it when you was walking down on me. I literally just got some Skittles today.
Okay,
All
that's
I did was go and get some Skittles and a fucking sweet tea today.
okay.
I might have arrived the store last
again-
week, but I ain't do it today.
Again, you guys. That's not what I'm. That's not what I'm talking
A
about.
robbery is
And
not
you
even.
walk me down.
You're saying that if you out here shooting niggas up, should nobody be crying or surprised that you got
Like,
shot?
Y'all
You
be
know,
should nobody.
That's a
These
fact.
That's
so-
all I did. I did
these-
it that
these-
one time.
so-
You
so
last
King-
week.
So King Von
I did
deserved to
it last
die.
week.
Hold on, hold on.
He was.
So King
I
Von
said-
deserved to
I've
die.
already-
I've already
All right,
said.
one time.
I've already said.
I ain't do it this week.
One
Why would you walk
time.
me down? Because I did it last week.
One
I ain't
at a
do it
time.
this week.
I've already said I
So I
can't.
deserve to die this week because I did it last week.
I can't put death on nobody. But these niggas don't be innocent. That's all I'm saying. And also, I think y'all are way too forgiving and understanding. I still stand by that too. In life, y'all quick to forgive and give the
So-
benefit
Okay,
of the
so
doubt. And
I got
That might be a black people trait.
When
overall,
does an
though.
eye for an eye stop? So
Good
I went and
question.
shot a nigga up. So
Mhm.
your people shot me up.
Mhm.
Then my people's gonna retaliate and shoot your people.
Mhm.
When does eye for an eye become okay? Now this is just out of pocket.
it's up and it's stuck. You ever heard that? It's up, that's the saying, right? We're familiar with that saying, right?
Oh,
A very good question though.
Yeah,
Seriously,
outstanding question.
Because
You done shot a nigga up, and now ain't no more shooters in your family. So I'm gonna shoot up your cousin, who's an upstanding citizen with 3 kids.
And I should have thought about that before I shot.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm sorry.
that is insane,
That's
Dana.
insane.
And that's like
And I
you're
also-
literally one of the reasons why crime
And
just
do
never
y'all
ended.
see my face?
Yeah,
That's
All right.
Yeah, he keeps saying you one of the reasons why crime is what it is.
Okay.
just
The
never.
question was, what hard stance did you have that you didn't change your mind on?
Yeah, you standing 10
So
toes.
you believe that any crime that occurs is
No,
just
that's not what I said. All I said is most. I'm gonna say it again. Most of the people are downright shocked and in awe of that are getting murdered. It's performative. Like grandma,
is.
your grandma,
They-
your
they-
grandbaby robbed everybody.
So you
on that
think
shit.
because Nipsey was a Crip, you think he kind of deserved to die? He probably he was a part of the organization. He probably defended or did bad things. You think he
again?
did?
Y'all keep
Coming
trying
up,
again.
hell yeah.
Again,
He
Look,
probably did
That was
some
a, that was a,
shit.
that was a
It's
setup
not-
question.
it's
He
not-
ain't falling for it.
again. Y'all keep trying to get me to put death on people. I'm not going to do that.
But was he in it? Do you think Nipsey was innocent? Do you think
I-
do you think King Von was innocent?
Come
Hell
on,
no.
Keys.
King
But
Von
your
is-
opinion does stand on innocence. So
Keys.
Right, you
come
said
on.
Yeah, so
you're not
y'all-
innocent.
Y'all
You
let me
deserve.
answer. Y'all can answer for me.
Oh.
He was not innocent.
Was Nipsey not
He
innocent?
was not innocent.
Oh,
okay.
I see
But
what we doing
again,
here.
I'm
I
saying
see what
I'm
we're
not
doing
putting
here.
death on nobody.
So did
But you
Trayvon?
You're not gonna get me to say he deserved what he got. I'm not saying that. No.
okay. But you're
But-
saying you believe in the eye for eye, so
I'm-
it's justified.
What I don't like is all the shock and awe. It's like
Is this a
but
pattern?
Nipsey,
I get what you're
Nipsey
saying.
Hussle wasn't in his bathroom reading the newspaper and somebody broke in his house and shot him.
He was outside.
So let's all right.
But
And again, my second part to the question that y'all refuse to move on to is that society is too forgiving and understanding too much of the time. That's two things that I stand
But
for.
at what point can the person change? Like, yeah, I got this
Yes.
pattern of
Mhm.
robbing niggas, but what if I don't decide to do it no more?
And
I'm-
Tiff, can I put a? Go ahead. I'll put a button in there in a few.
okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
catch
I-
y'all off in a little bit, nigga. We getting back inside regular
I
bag.
want to ask a
can I-
question though.
but
I
can
wanna-
I-
like we're down right now.
Because-
But can I change?
I want to
Like,
ask.
do I got that room for?
I want to ask.
You can change, but it's still up to the
Do I
person.
got that room for change?
It's some
do I
people
gotta?
you can change, but it's still up to that person to see that and even give a fuck about you changing.
Mhm.
but death is so like who made you go like that?
So I mean, y'all know we talk about local topics as well, right? But I'll center it back around. You
Yeah.
said, can people change?
Can people change?
Can Chris Brown? Well,
People love Chris Brown.
Of
I
course
mean,
you
but
can.
have y'all seen what happened last week in Richmond?
Look, I'm
And who
telling you
getting
now.
canceled? Chris Brown or the restaurant?
I'm telling you now.
I
Hold
say
on.
neither,
Hold
but-
on. Let me.
I say
hold
neither,
on.
but you see the people on social media.
Yeah.
I just want to do a real quick disclosure with Chris Brown.
Mhm.
Chris Brown, after the Rihanna shit, has multiple
A
assault
habitual
charges.
abuser. bitch.
Multiple.
That's
For
false.
I like
That's not false.
wait,
Tiffany,
domestic.
have you stopped
Wait,
listening to Chris Brown?
domestic?
Yes.
Like his
Charges?
girlfriend.
Accusations or charges?
Just not. I'm not talking about just women, by the way.
Not
I'm
relationships.
talking about.
Well,
yeah,
we're not.
I'm talking
Okay,
about
let's
him
throw that
just
out.
having.
Let's ignore that part though.
assault.
Let's talk.
Do
Let's
anybody take into account that Chris Brown
Right.
also learned to battle with being
Why
bipolar
are we
and a
not? Why
celebrity?
are we not
and
looking
does
at
take-
that as just him
Okay.
being that having the characteristics? We're saying the same thing.
Yeah, because
just because somebody slide on their ops, that
I'm-
don't mean they gonna slide on their bitch.
No, I'm saying like Chris Brown has multiple assault
All right,
charges.
so it's like if you
after
just,
that, like with
That don't got none of
security or random
but
people
we're
in
talking
the
about
club.
we're talking about domestic.
But why he's being canceled is the point. Nobody talks about all the other shit. They always focus on the Rihanna incident when we talk about why Chris
And to
Brown is
me,
canceled.
and to me, bringing up his other he's an aggressive human being. He's just a man. Like if you in a certain environment or whatever, you might fight a man.
Didn't
You might
Nipsey
pull up
slap
on
a
a
nigga?
man. Huh?
Didn't Nipsey
I don't know. I mean, I heard Chris Brown.
You
on camera?
Oh
We
yeah,
talked about
yeah.
it.
Oh, I thought you meant slap Chris Brown, but yeah, I saw he slapped nigga.
We
We had a whole
canceled
episode
Nipsey,
dedicated to
yeah.
it. But that doesn't mean he'll slap his girlfriend. That don't mean he'll slap Lauren London, give or take.
So you're saying just because Chris Brown has had other incidents, that doesn't mean that he's still a
Yeah.
domestic abuser?
Correct. Even though, like, I mean, if you give me some, if you give me, and it doesn't mean he was like when I think of abuser, I think of like your girlfriend hiding in the closet when you're on the way home type shit. Like if you got enough, I feel like every person has gotten a fight with their
And
significant
Rihanna
other.
said it was a fight.
Yeah.
She was fighting him. Like it won't like a unprovoked.
And I feel like, and he was 19 years old. I just feel like to
She
hold,
was trying to clean it up though, because she popped out after that with him.
Hold on.
Nah.
We can't do that.
Why not?
Y'all can do what y'all want to do. I'm
And
just saying, we
I'll
can't-
say this.
just
I'm
put that-
sorry. We talk about local topics as well. There was a local restaurant whom I'm gonna continue to support. I don't cancel. I don't believe in canceling people. Right. I'm gonna continue to support. Blah blah blah. They does good work. Da da da. I love their restaurant. They had a Chris Brown night planned. A night dedicated to Chris Brown.
R&B music. They do
And-
R&B music nights background.
Correct.
Hold on, let's pause. Are you
And-
anti Chris Brown?
Huh?
Are you anti Chris Brown?
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm not anti Chris Brown,
So what
but
you
I
talking
also
about?
hold on. I want.
hold on. Wait.
Wait. So real quick.
It
I
is
just,
people that are anti Chris Brown that have a valid reason because he has multiple assault charges after that Rihanna shit.
Mm.
It's in his characteristics. This goes back to this is when
Where do you have multiple?
Tiffany, what multiple assault charges? Accusations and charges.
he has money, so of course it's going to be buried under the rug. And also,
So conspiracy.
what did Cat Williams say?
Oh, that's
I never got actually like arrested or I didn't do the time for it, but I got charged for it, but I didn't do the time for it. Chris Brown has been charged with assault multiple times. He has the money and the bread to get out of that situation.
But you
though.
know the only knock on him is the DV.
It's because
But if you're
the
a
people-
DV victim,
it's because of after that it was
If you're a
like shit like
if you're a DV victim,
bouncers or people that he randomly
If I'm a
ran
DV
across
victim,
in the club.
I can flinch about Chris Brown putting his hands
I
on
mean, to
security.
Tiffany's
course.
point, you
Of
have the
course,
right to
people are
believe
going
what
to
you
know about Chris Brown being on Rihanna. It's Rihanna, but the club bouncer, no one gives a fuck.
So Tiffany, I guess the question is like, do you think
This
it's
some
valid
thinking
that
out loud
people?
shit
Do you
all
think
over.
that it's valid that people are still holding that against him? Because of that, do you think would you say that it's valid?
If it's still happening continuously, yes.
But that
At this
situation
point,
is
you're
different
just
than what you're
you're
talking
just-
about.
You're just a violent person.
I'm not
confused.
canceling Danny because he beat niggas up at the club. I'm not. That's not
I'm
going on
not-
the top. I'm not
That's
checking
not
those
putting your
boxes.
hands on a woman.
On a woman.
He put his hands
We
on
talk
one
about the
woman.
reason why he canceled, not the other stuff that has happened.
You know what?
since then.
And speaking from a woman's point of view and perspective, a lot of cases get swept under
or
the
don't get
rug
recorded.
from women
Yep.
because
Bro,
they
that's,
don't care.
you're literally. So what
They
I'm
don't
what I'm
care.
hearing you say right now is he put his hands on Rihanna, then he put his hand on other bitches.
He has multiple
It's possible.
assault charges.
He
after
hypothetically
that.
did it.
Hypothetical.
on
I'm
women.
just-
on women.
I'm just
I mean,
saying.
On women.
Karuchi
Karuna
what
is
she went
She was
through.
just speaking to
That's
him.
her
She
rap.
was just
That's-
speaking to him.
that's-
No, I'm not talking about that. I said we don't know what she went through.
But as people,
I'm just saying the pattern after that that he has been
but as
charged with.
as people
He
that's
hasn't been actually like locked up for.
I'm not canceling Chris
as
Brown.
people that's
I'm
not in their
canceling Chris Brown
relationship,
either, because nothing can be like.
as
I mean,
people that's
proven,
not in a
but-
relationship, can we speak to something that is hypothetical? Like, is
What?
that fair? Can we speak to what he could do or
I'm not
probably
saying
did
okay.
because he did something?
That's true. That's true.
okay.
Two things can be true. Things could be hypothetical, but if it's a continuous
what's-
story that's
what's-
coming out with you,
What's
you're
continuous?
doing that shit.
What's
But
continuous?
there be no people.
But
There
not,
be no
but not,
people.
but not
when
women.
did that come out, Tiffany?
Tiffany.
But not women though.
Oh, geez.
What other female did Chris Brown put his
And
hands
you know
on?
what? This is what
No,
I-
we're not
and-
telling
and
you to shut the
Tiffany.
fuck up.
I'm standing up.
Tiffany.
I'm standing up for men right now.
Tiffany, what?
Why does it always have to be women when it comes to domestic violence?
Because him beating up a 400-pound security guard.
Because he
It's
don't,
not
he
the
don't,
same
he
matter.
don't date men. When would it ever
Why-
be
Why does it
domestic?
have to always
Because
be
nobody
women?
canceled him because he beat up a bodyguard.
But if he beat up a bodyguard because he's a man, does that mean it don't matter?
Left
We
out in,
talking about
left out in blew up a
cancel-
nigga house. Y'all just love left
Okay, I
guy.
want to move past.
Yeah, let's move past.
Let's move past.
All in all, too.
That was a thinking out loud slogan.
You still gonna support Chris Brown and the restaurant?
I mean, I'm gonna support everybody. I'm sorry.
I'm rooting for everybody black.
yeah, I'm not canceling no restaurant.
do
I'm
y'all
not
feel
canceling
about-
Chris Brown. Sorry.
So this is the thing that might get sensitive.
or R. Kelly or
Look,
Diddy.
it was me arguing. I love
Look,
this wrong.
Tiff, or R. Kelly or Diddy.
All right, go ahead,
He
Dom. Go
wild.
ahead, Dom. Go ahead, Dom.
This is a subject that might get a little touchy, right?
Hold on, y'all let Dom rock. 'Cause
Sorry, we
I'm
thinking
running
along
R.
late.
that.
Kelly and Diddy is crazy.
y'all
Come
know we
on.
being recorded.
I'm listening to
you gotta know?
I Need a Girl. I'm
Y'all
sorry.
being recorded.
No, bro.
Sorry.
It is what it is.
Wait, I thought that was extra.
I mean, Diddy
He was on
produced
the
it, but
He was fucking that.
I'm,
What?
I'm listening to Bump Bump Bump.
Anyway,
All right, I'm
let
done.
me speak my mind.
All right, sorry,
let,
Dom.
let me talk. Let me ask the next question. This is dialogue with Dom, so we all still in the different
All right, go
space,
ahead, go
right?
ahead.
It's thinking out
Can
loud
I
today,
get-
Dom.
It is. It's a mixture. It's a fuse.
I'm joking.
It's a fuse. I'm letting
just
y'all
joking,
rock.
y'all.
I'm not feeling it, but I'm letting y'all rock.
Let us rock.
I'm not.
With Dom out loud, remember?
OG fans, y'all know Dom is being different right now. Yeah, Dom, come back. What's up?
So,
Go
This
ahead now.
so I can't
I'm
even
just
ask
joking,
my
I'm joking,
question
I'm
now
joking.
when I'm
Am
actually.
I okay?
I don't even know right now. I had it in my head. I don't even.
My bad.
So-
Subject segue.
So I'm trying to segue into like, what do y'all feel about like friends going into business with each other and
Ooh.
because that's what we kind of did, right? We did the friends into business.
Nah.
Isn't it?
I
I'm
don't
not
think
gonna
that's
say
the
that.
same thing.
I'm not gonna
No.
say that. We ain't had no
No,
money.
no.
We ain't had no money
We
involved.
didn't invest nothing.
But-
All we did was that microphone.
We did
we
merch.
put up.
No.
Link the back
Listen,
microphone.
listen. We did merch.
Uh-huh.
We did other shit, and we was putting shit on our platform. We had performances where people was asking us like, "Can you come out and do the performance for this amount? What do y'all want to charge?" We didn't know what the fuck to do. How do y'all feel about mixing
Mm.
business and friends? How do y'all feel about that?
Well, for 10 years strong, I've been mixing business and friends, and it pans out for me. It's perfect. I don't
Now,
have any complaints.
mixing business with pleasure, that's different.
Tiffany.
Ooh, you know what, that girl?
I cannot do business with anyone I'm dealing with.
So
I can't do it.
I would say, Dana, why do you think that it has been like what's like? I would say a secret,
I
but
would say, so if you
what
asking
advice
me
could you give?
the way to successfully pull it off, communication and boundaries. Set your boundaries and expectations.
Yeah.
Distribute roles so everybody know what they are bringing to
Specifically,
the
what they
table.
contribute.
that's one thing I do want to. I agree wholeheartedly, but it's like when you set a boundary and when you communicate, I feel like what we don't pick up on is like respect a person's boundary and
Correct.
communicate back. You know, it goes. I feel like everything
Yeah,
goes both ways.
Yeah, all
Like,
that goes
Yeah.
in
and I
this.
feel like to your point,
it works.
you just got good people. Look, you just got good
Yeah,
people.
I
You dealt
look- I
with.
look-
Like
I
I just feel like people like
I looked
I
up-
say that because
I
like
looked up
people
'cause
set
everybody
boundaries. They
don't
think
have
I'm
it.
setting boundaries. I'm communicating. They not setting up, they not respecting them boundaries. They're not
I
communicating
will
back.
say this. I looked
So
up.
I just feel like it can be
I looked
very
up
iffy.
and got people who understand my boundaries, who can communicate. You kind of know your team and distribute roles based on what they can do, or what you feel like they can handle. Also mastering the fact that make everybody feel involved. And I feel like I said, we 10 years in. This
Yeah.
summer will be the 10th summer, and we
I'd
making
say-
money, man.
I'd say go in business to people that you don't mind cutting off if it go left.
Then that would defeat the purpose of going.
I mean,
in.
they your friend, but they not my friend, my best friend. I don't know a lot of people that's in business with their best friend. I feel like, and I say that because like friendship is like very,
Subjective.
it's just very intricate. Like a lot of people, their best friends are always their best friends. Like I know everybody messy, but people are messing with people they don't really care about or respect. But I don't hear, me personally, I don't hear a lot about people and their best friends like really falling out about shit. Like
People
they're
fall-
little
people-
associates, I get that.
People
da-da-da.
fall out with their best friend
Really?
Because of
I don't
that,
hear
yeah.
about that
No.
too often though.
because it's usually an embarrassing ass story, and people
And,
just shut
and
up.
they got
about
Don't
enough
it.
talk
respect
about
for each other not to
So,
say nothing.
yeah.
Yeah. You're
And
right.
now, Keith,
Respect is a big thing, though. Not just boundaries.
Even with just
So-
mutual friends.
with podcast breakups, kind of how like
Oh
Really?
my God.
no.
What podcasts do we know that have broken up?
Lord.
Oh, the Breakfast Club, maybe.
Thinking out loud.
You gotta keep bringing that up. Lord. I
Breakfast.
want you to just get it all out right
No,
now.
no, no,
Let's
no.
just get it
I'm
all
not.
out.
I'm not even like being preachy on this. What I'm saying is, how do y'all feel about that though? Like
Yeah, kinda
when it
skip
comes to
around it.
those type of things, it's not the only thing.
Mhm.
What like what's the other?
I just
a couple
can't use-
podcasts. B Dot and Elliot, they
Yeah.
break up. They're not really friends in real life. We don't have that type of issue, right? Because we're
Yeah.
real friends in real life, so we don't have the type of gripe. But
No,
sometimes
that's
podcasts do break up.
Yeah.
Tiffany, what you got to say? My fault.
Nothing.
Tiffany, don't do that.
I'd say like it's not really a breakup. Like
That's what I'm saying. That's
I
why
can't like what. That's why I was like, what other situation? I mean, I guess I could use the Breakfast Club, but I want to break. I don't
We
know.
made it 300
I
episodes.
don't know
I
any
ain't breaking up with
pods.
y'all.
That's because like
I don't feel like that was a breakup because
me neither. Yeah.
Charlamagne and Envy are they're still rocking and rolling.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like-
you don't watch Angela Lee shit?
Not really. I don't watch Charlamagne shit
not really,
though.
Not really.
I don't watch Breakfast
Angela
Club
Lee?
shit.
You don't watch Angela Lee?
I don't watch Breakfast Club shit.
Angela
I
Lee ain't got
literally
nothing to do with her.
She got her own.
She got her own shit now.
That's true. But I also don't watch Breakfast Club stuff. So it's not like I'm choosing a side.
I got you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I be saying clips though, but I do. Now I will say that do push Breakfast Club clips with Just Hilarious and New Crew. I don't see Angela Yee.
So how you
To be
feel?
honest, I don't know.
We're never gonna push you
I
out
just
as a
feel like-
brand.
I mean, I just feel like Angela Yee, she wasn't problematic enough. Like they want problematic women.
Some oomph.
Yeah,
Contract.
they want you to be a little contradicting, and she did have facts and she had like the knowledge and stuff like that, but bring a little chaos. People like chaos. And bring
Charlamagne.
the ratings.
Charlamagne a married man. He want to sell books. He don't really care about being like controversial anymore.
he don't wanna
Like
be
the clip, the
salacious.
last clip that I seen of the Breakfast Club was Just Hilarious talking about Kanye West
But
turning not gay
but y'all know
because
that.
he was sucking dick
but Tiff-
till 14.
Ah, Lord.
Yeah, we're gonna get into your man sucking
What?
dick.
Tim,
We're gonna get
Have
into
you
your man
seen,
sucking
Make
dick.
sure you emphasize that.
have you seen the Just Hilarious and the new co-host Lauren? They was having issues.
They
so that
were,
could be a
but
good.
when
That's
they
a good.
But it's
Wasn't
smoothing
officially on as a
out.
co-host.
It's
though.
smoothing
It's
out.
smoothing out.
Look, am I toxic for being disappointed they smoothed it out? I feel like one of
Yeah.
y'all got to go. I wanted one of them to
Her
go.
role was never supposed to be permanent.
Keith, that might be like a black man thing to love seeing
some
black
drama.
women go against each other.
Wow.
Glad they worked it out.
Don't ever do that against a black man.
That do sound wild. They like, we glad we worked it out. You like, fuck that shit. One of y'all
No,
gotta
one
go.
of y'all gotta
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
I'm sorry
Do
because
that.
no, I like in all honesty, it's cool that they can both coexist. That's cool in my brain of like, okay, nice,
And I
my
also
moral
feel
brain, but
like
entertainment
that whole
wise,
situation was blown out of proportion. That was just
they weren't blown
the-
out of proportion.
It wasn't.
was.
It
No, it
wasn't.
wasn't.
I feel like it was because it was just hilarious speaking up for herself, and it was blown out of proportion.
But
No,
it was
it
blown
wasn't.
out of proportion.
It was-
People trying to play her for speaking out
But
for herself.
but regardless
That's
of that,
the black woman's experience
No.
in the workplace, though.
Correct.
No, it
If
wasn't
Jess
that,
wasn't
Tiff.
wrong,
It was not
people
that.
No,
made her-
that's why I said it was
Right.
blown out
No,
of proportion
it was
because she was
it was
speaking up for herself.
It was a matter of pride and ego. They brought a they brought a new girl in that could do this job way better than you.
No.
You thought 'cause you got followers?
It was never a permanent position. They brought her in while Jess was on maternity
And she
leave.
did so
Jess
good
came
that it
back.
was like,
Okay, so we
You
have a
can say-
conversation
And
that
that's
she was
cool.
solo.
Exactly.
That didn't happen.
And
That was
Jess-
her whole point.
Tiff,
Exactly. Jess' whole
Tiff,
point was
you and Deja,
Jess' whole point.
you and
No, you're
Deja,
not
y'all
listening.
coexist very well.
You're not
right?
listening.
But if a
You're
girl,
not listening.
well,
We
it's
don't
too
agree
similar.
100% of the time, but if you clearly didn't listen to nothing Jess said.
Nothing.
The point was not her beef with her. Her beef was with Charlamagne and Envy.
When it
Y'all-
comes-
y'all brought this girl
I'm
in
a-
to
I'm
to hold my spot down. I come back. This bitch got spot too. So is she staying? Is she going? Is she
But the
replacing?
spot is over top of my spot.
Hello?
I'm gonna say,
Her own spot.
I'm
Just
being,
with the message.
That's all I'm saying.
So just with the message.
That's all I'm saying. I
I'm
want
on-
her to be on here.
entitlement.
If she can,
If she get just with the
That's
message.
Listen,
Right.
listen.
Entitlement.
If she was that, people that are that good don't get replaced.
correct.
She was on maternity
It's
leave.
been plenty of people who
She
left.
was
It's
feeling-
been plenty of people who have been injured or
When
left
it-
for maternity leave. They came right back into
When
their
it comes
spot.
to women,
If
you
you
can't
that
listen to
good,
their
you do
words. You
not
have to listen to
get
their inner
peace.
monologue.
if you that good, you just don't get replaced.
Okay, and if you feel like she better
Just
me,
joking.
be a
Dom.
person and say what's going on.
Dom, can we
Don't
put
leave
it?
me in the grave.
Or
Can we
use,
put it into sports terms
or
so they
use-
can get what we're
or
trying to
use,
say?
or use common sense.
So, oh,
You can't talk
Dom,
over
give
each
your
other.
Dom,
Bitches
give
can't
your
talk over
input
each
as
other.
well.
I don't know the
Bitches can't talk
sports-
over top each other.
Right,
Sorry.
right.
No, you good, Tiffany. You talking. So you good.
Yeah,
I
you
don't know.
just can't talk over people. Go ahead. Go ahead. It's on you. Mike's on you.
I don't know the sports analogies, and I don't know the
Do you
sports
want me to help? Do you want me to help you?
terminologies.
Do you want me to help?
Okay,
It's like the star.
let's do it like this.
Go ahead.
Let's do it like this. Your star player gets hurt.
Yes.
She got pregnant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Goddamn, a woman can't even be a fucking woman in this
See,
fucking
that's
world.
what y'all chalking it up
But-
to. It ain't the same.
A
But,
sports
okay.
player gets hurt,
Because what you about to say
and
happens all the
somebody has to take his place
time. Yes.
whilst the star player is out
I love this.
for this point of time where he's trying to heal.
Yes.
If they look
For
better,
this point of
Tiffany.
time,
if they look
wait,
better,
can I talk?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
For
if they
this
look
point of
better, it's
time,
over with, Tiffany.
Jess is just having a baby, girl. I mean, this is natural. This is natural stuff. But
Yeah.
anyway, so
Can't
in
be
the
fucking
meantime,
these-
between time, Jess is replaced because she is out because she can't do her job right now at full capacity because she's injured. She's down. She's having a fucking baby.
Okay, Tiff, we get it.
All right. All Jess was saying is, I love that y'all brought her on, but y'all also brought her on my segment. Now that I'm back, she's still doing my segment. Why? Give her her own segment.
Supply and demand.
Okay.
Give her her
So
own
you're-
So
So
ain't
you-
it's not
so
just
you're-
with the
I'm
man.
back.
Correct. If she's doing
I'm
it better,
back.
if she's doing it better, you as a business. If I'm
So
running
she
this
need her
business,
own segment, like
no,
Tiffany said.
you're boot. People get the boot every day.
So, and
People
she
get
was
the boot
saying,
literally
if
every day.
that's- If
Correct.
that's the case,
say
then
that
quit me
And now I'm sure they.
and let her
Probably
take
say
my
that.
spot.
You ain't listen to what the fuck she said.
No.
Her point was they did
Jess
not
was
say
lying.
that.
Stop.
Wow.
I mean, it's they were reserved because they sat
Correct.
right there.
It's
They
they were
sat right
versus
there and said
hers.
we did have this conversation.
Literally, yeah.
So it's they sat right in there, Charlamagne and Envy.
Literally.
Said we talked about this. What's wrong with you? You was in your feelings and went live for a conversation we already had.
Right. And I believe that.
You believe that
Just, I
wholeheartedly.
mean, just with the mess.
And to your football
name speak
terminology,
for
right
itself.
quick. Do you know that Tom Brady got his job like that? Somebody got hurt. Tom Brady came in and overperformed, and that person never got their job back.
It should.
Have y'all
It
watched?
shouldn't be like that
Have y'all
though.
watched
If
Love
I'm
and Basketball?
already assigned to a job,
Don't
you
ever
were
lose
just
your spot to a
covering me
freshman.
while I was out.
Don't
While I
ever lose
was
your,
out.
Tiffany, don't ever lose your spot to a freshman. Don't ever lose it. That's
Have you-
what, that's
It's
what
a
basically
movie,
what they say.
by the
we
way.
learned.
That's a movie, by the way.
That's
It
real.
Where
was
she
life.
had
very,
to-
it was
Because
very
people lost that spot
realistic.
to freshmen and first year quarterbacks.
She got
What
pregnant,
they
and my
saying?
girl, she slid through the cracks. That's on you.
Don't get pregnant.
Every life,
get
life,
hurt.
What?
life for
That
women,
wasn't
life,
the
life for
issue,
women
though.
will always be Charlie's Angels.
But that
It always be
wasn't-
girl power. Sometimes girls gonna get your spot.
But that wasn't the issue, though. The issue was
Sorry.
if she's going to take my spot, fire me. Why y'all having both of us here fighting over this segment?
No,
We're trying to figure it out.
Give me a straight line on what's going on
We're
right
trying
now.
to figure it out.
Timestamp this.
Lay
'cause
low
this
until
gonna
we
be a
do
good
fire
sign.
you.
This gonna be a good
No,
spot.
I'm not gonna lay low because I'm back from maternity leave. Now tell me what it is.
or sit down, be quiet, and figure
You
it
know,
out.
I'm not doing that either.
See, what the
I'm
fuck?
not doing that either because if I'm
All
coming
I'm-
back to my job after maternity leave,
I'm coming back to do my job.
exactly.
Listen.
Not fight over my
Can I-
job.
If that girl, if that
But
girl
y'all
was,
miss a very valuable point. Jess referred her to them,
Yes, she did.
so she knew she
That's
was
why she-
low key better at the job than her.
No, she
Newswise.
said that she referred her because she could do the job
So we
This a
just-
while
woman
I was
issue.
out.
Don't
This a
refer no
woman issue. I'ma
bitch
shut the hell up. I'ma shut the hell
to
up. This is a woman issue. I'm gonna shut that up.
Tim. Don't refer no girl
I'm
that's
just
better
glad
than
they
you.
can coexist.
Be competitive. Everything ain't girl power. Just be a little competitive.
When it comes to losing my job, bitch, fuck
she
you.
didn't lose it.
Stand up.
Right.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah,
that's how
I
Lauren
said
She
shit.
felt.
didn't lose it
What
because
happens to the Cheetah Girls? What
she
happens to the Cheetah Girls
she
at that
didn't
point?
lose it because she
What happens to the Cheetah Girls at that point?
just didn't lose her
What
job.
happened? Girl power.
Just didn't
What
lose.
happened?
Just didn't
She-
lose her job because she stood up for herself. If Jess would have shut the fuck up and just let her rock out, Jess would have lost her fucking job.
I
But
don't
if
think
I'm
so.
a producer and I'm looking on Twitter, the people were loving Lauren.
We
And
love.
they love Jess.
They love.
I don't like.
No,
I
they
don't
don't.
like. I don't like to say
No,
her
they
name,
don't.
but we love Lauren.
People didn't like Jess. People don't like Jess.
We
Right.
love Lauren. We love Lauren.
In my
Why do
opinion,
you not
in
like
my,
Jess?
I like Jess,
Oh.
but in my opinion, I know how to turn my brains off, right? In my opinion, why people don't like, she gives a Monique vibe. She's a girl. I think she's from Baltimore, Maryland. She's
Yeah.
like a little bit aggressive. She's not like very digestible by the masses. That's just my opinion. I like her
brother.
though because we know people like that, right?
Right.
But the word, like when you reach people, like Lauren, and she talks very well spoken. She's educated. She's knowledgeable. Jess was
Jess
just,
is not
and she,
well
I,
spoken.
She a little too.
I brought up.
It's been- it's
she
been
too
pl-
urban for you.
I
No,
brought
it's
up
been
Mo-
plenty of times that they
No,
had
I brought,
guests.
not for me.
And
I,
you know what?
It's
I
been-
brought up Monique
And
because
what?
She's too
that's
urban
how I
for
felt
the
like.
work.
That's how I felt like
And
Monique
that
was.
would-
No,
and
Tiff,
that-
real quick. That's how I felt like Monique was to Tyler Perry and Oprah. She's a little bit too. She don't like
And
girl,
that's
woman
where
like
my
that.
issue
Plenty of
always
times they
lies,
had
because
guests
it's like,
and just ain't know
y'all
what the
try
fuck
to
was
fight
going on.
for black people. We literally had this debate. Why can't black people just be black people in a black people space?
But
when a black woman in a black woman in a black woman's space and she being a black and she black and he black and he black, it's too black.
but that's
But
the
she
problem.
not
That's the
blackity
problem with
black. Why you think
blackness
she
is like.
black.
Y'all just said that.
No,
Just-
he said
no.
loud and rambunctious.
I said,
that
I
don't
said,
mean blackity black.
I love black women
How
like
is she
that.
being loud and
Jess
rambunctious?
is
She just
very
being herself.
aggressive. Like the way she talk is like.
But
you
you
know,
just said no. But listen to what you said before that. You called her aggressive, but then explain why she's aggressive. She's not aggressive; is where she's from, which is why other people consider her aggressive. But where she's from, that's not considered aggressive. That's how women are where they're from.
correct. And
And-
that's not my light looking at her. That's me looking at the situation,
Look,
right?
the bitch
That's
started
not,
taking them
that's not
notes.
how I
It's giving
view
white
Jess.
people.
Because I love.
It's giving people loving. It's giving people hating Sexy Red because she's too ghetto.
Oh, re-hate sexual
Okay,
red.
see, I
Let's
don't
get to that. Let's transfer to
No,
that.
hold on.
What?
Let's
Tiff?
transfer to that.
That was the wrong
That's
one to
just
bring
giving-
up.
Rap in this culture. How the fuck do y'all feel about that? Like all these certain women coming out like a sexy red,
Oh,
like a sexy red, like
I feel
Any-
like I feel like people need to stop categorizing blackness. Blackness is different, just like
do you
it's
not
different.
feel like she a plant though?
I don't give a fuck about
it's
being
different.
black.
It's different levels of blackness. It's
The white people
Blacks
are
from the
clamoring on to
suburbs.
sexy red.
It's
Why
black-
the fuck are they clamoring on to her?
Bro, you naming your lip gloss gonorrhea like that shit cute.
Yes.
It's not about her being black. I like Cardi B. Cardi B is genuinely her fucking self.
Cardi B not black.
Cardi B passed because she's light skinned.
Cardi B
no,
not black.
Cardi B has.
Cardi B is not even black.
Cardi
B is not even black.
Cardi B not black. Cardi B not
Cardi B
black.
not even black.
About her being
Bruh.
black. I'm talking about her being authentic.
Cardi B
Y'all see
and
the
Sexy
signal.
Red are the same
Y'all see the signal.
people.
No, they're
She's
not.
not
No, they're
promoting the
not.
shit that Sexy Red promoting,
What?
bro. That's
Oh
crazy.
my God. Cardi B has more brand deals now So of course she can't promote how
Cardi B's
she's doing.
first song was-
But when Cardi B first came out, it was no different than what Sexy
Yes,
Red
it
is.
was.
Fucking yellow.
It literally was nothing that.
Cardi, like I don't,
never gets cold.
I don't like Cardi B. I'm
This
saying
lady
Nicki.
literally promoted strip culture. Sexy Red, what is the difference?
Eat my booty hoe. Eat my like shit. Cardi B won't doing all that.
Okay.
Fight for my respect, but I'm gonna fight for dick.
Who said that?
Sexy Red.
Okay.
Yeah, get that out of here.
Oh, sticky.
All right, Cardi B won't saying all that
Okay.
for real.
What?
We love her.
Cardi
For,
B is just as raunchy as Sexy
she's starting.
Red.
She's starting to get that way.
But of course, y'all are
What
gonna
she is
close
two
in.
different things.
Y'all are gonna close in
Oh.
on what Sexy Red is saying more than Cardi B because she's the blacker person, and that's
No.
just anti-black.
That's crazy.
Absolutely not.
That's crazy to actually say.
Nah,
That
Tiff,
is
hell
insane
no.
For real.
to say.
I don't like
Cardi B-
because I don't like
Cardi
Suki.
B
I don't
and
like
Sexy
Suki
Red
either.
are not too different.
But I think
They're
Suki
not
is very
different.
attractive. But I don't like Suki, and she's
Sukianna.
even way worse.
They are literally the same people.
No,
They're
they're
not.
said-
Yes, they
Sexy
are.
Red and Sukianna, yes,
You
but they're
saying
not Cardi B.
Cardi
Just
B
because
and-
Cardi B is backed up from high-end brands and high-end
No,
fashions,
listen.
and
nothing
Think
is-
about
yes,
Cardi.
that-
Think about
this is
Cardi's
something
first
she's lighter
album,
skinned.
Tiff.
if y'all compare the two and what they talk about and what they stand for, they're the same fucking personality.
Absolutely.
No, they're not.
Yes, they
No,
fucking
they're
are.
not.
Absolutely not.
Are y'all really sitting here saying that Cardi B is higher class than Sexy Red?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the same people.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They are the same
That-
They're
people.
not.
Down a little
They
bit.
are the
Look,
same
Can I-
people.
Tiffany, can I say something?
Yes.
They are the same fucking people.
This happened to be my show, but I ain't on that. Right, I'm chilling.
They're the same fucking people.
Tiffany, they're not. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. Like they don't do the same. They don't act the same.
Because Cardi B is gonna, of course, get more. She
I don't
has
even
more
fuck
brand
Car-
deals.
I
She
don't-
has more. She has more people behind her
Tiffany,
back that are higher
Tiffany,
end.
Tiffany,
That is
strip-
gonna separate her
Tiffany,
from
I don't fuck
Sexy
with Cardi B.
Red.
I don't fuck
Tiffany,
with
if
Cardi
you
B.
Bitches
strip the-
love sexy red, but
I
don't
don't-
fuck with Rhapsody.
Now, Tiff,
and it ain't
I'll
cause
cut you some slack. I would say WAP was wild. That was on some sector,
Yeah.
but that was late into Cardi B's career.
I don't
WAP.
fuck with. I don't fuck with.
I don't think Cardi B
much
was
to,
on that
like,
type
defend
time
her.
earlier, in my opinion.
I don't want to even diffuse you. Keeping being engaged. What I'm saying is like, come on, like you really think that's the same?
You stretching it.
Yes,
Sexy Red is the same
You
as Cardi
entitled,
B.
you entitled
They
to your
are the
Sexy
opinion.
Red
same
has no
person.
other content outside of talking about this type
they are
of
the
shit.
same person.
Okay.
Cardi B just scaled back
Maybe I'm
because she has higher brand deals.
If you strip
That's
away,
literally it.
that's not it.
She literally
Hey,
scaled back
we're gonna
from her old
Ti-
content.
Tiffany, you are hollering.
I can't.
You
You
go
are
ahead.
hollering, Tiffany.
Trey.
Am I good?
Yeah,
Let me know.
Bring it down.
Let me know.
just a little bit.
Cardi B is only scaling back because she has
Uh-huh.
higher brand deals.
We can move on,
Her
y'all.
content when she first came out is no different from Sexy
It's so
Red.
many better
Y'all are
rappers than
talking
Cardi B
about
and
the
Sexy
same
Red.
person that was on Love and Hip Hop. That is no different from Sexy fucking Red. And I feel like a lot of people be hard on
First of
Sexy
all,
Red because she's a black girl.
we-
She's
no,
dark skinned,
we're-
but a black
we're-
girl.
we're-
But she ghetto.
She got tattoos on her face, and I'm sorry, that
Yeah,
means that
she's
means
ghetto.
something. That means something.
And I feel like a lot of ghetto, like authentic hood girls go through a lot of scrutiny.
Sexy
Well,
Red is
for
not
being
authentic.
authentic and
Hold on.
hood girls.
So why Glorilla
But
don't? So why
Cardi-
Glorilla don't? Why Glorilla don't?
Okay. Thank you.
We
She
fuck
do
with
the
Glow.
same
She
thing.
do not
fuck
go
with
to the.
Glow.
She
We
do
fuck
not go
with
to
Glow.
the same thing that
Y'all
Sexy Red goes
y'all
to.
fuck with Glow because
'Cause what?
she is hot right now.
Okay.
No.
They always fuck with Glow. I
Yeah,
would
we
say
fuck
all
with
that.
Glow when she had a big
That
ass
was
gap in her
the time
mouth.
when niggas won't fucking with Glow.
Well, I
Let's
can't
not
speak for
forget
them.
that.
I can't remember.
I just want to make raunchy popular so bad. Like,
So-
if you like Sexy Red music, I just don't think she should be the staple of what black culture should be. Like, I don't
Hold
think
on, no, I
she
want, I want Tiffany to answer
Nobody
my
is
question.
saying that.
Tiffany,
Nobody is saying
If
that.
it's
I'm
a-
just saying, if you want to talk about black culture, let's include all black culture because the hood raunchies deserve to be.
Hood people aren't always
hood-
raunchy though.
recognized
Like
as
that's the
young.
thing.
them.
Your hood don't mean you're
The hood-
raunchy.
The hood raunchies are also a part of black culture. So don't count them out. That's all I'm
No,
saying.
all-
I'm Sexy Red out.
I think all we're saying is
But
like
she's
that.
a part of the hood raunchy, which is a part of black
But
culture.
you're
No,
not
it's
listening
not.
to what we
No, it's
said,
not.
like-
Tiffany, you forced
How is
me.
that not? How is
Don't-
that not a part of black culture?
Sexy Red is more trailer park. She's in with like Bad
you.
Babies and like the
Bad Babies
Yes
and the-
Vickies and all that shit. She's
So
black.
she should be excluded from black culture
Ghetto
because
black,
she's
ghetto black girls actually don't
hood
talk about all that
raunchy?
shit for real. Got like the Keisha
That's
Coles of the world.
crazy.
That's like ghetto black girls is not.
I
That's
used
not
to
what I
think
mean by
that
like a
I-
hood black bitch.
Opinion, I don't want to hear you talk about sex. If you a hood bitch, I want to hear you talk about shooting shit up. I just
Right.
if that's what you.
That's
if
why
what you wanna
Glorilla
do,
winning. Even though she's not talking about shooting shit up,
But she just
she not as
authentically-
wild as her. Like I don't
That's
mind.
not, my whole thing too. It's not a colorism thing. That's my
It's
only
not
thing.
colorism at all.
Nobody is saying colorism,
You
but
said you said
that?
Cardi because you said because Sexy Red is a dark girl that she gets more
But y'all
scrutiny.
also are saying because she's super raunchy that she shouldn't be a. That's also a part of black culture.
I've
though.
never-
Why are you
Let's not
associating that?
exclude
Why,
Being straight.
Let's
I-
just
why
not
are you
exclude her.
why are you
We know-
associating that with black
we
culture?
know-
Let's not exclude her
Tiff.
from black culture though.
Tiff, we know a lot of.
Because she's
no.
a normal hood bitch that you can walk on JD and see.
Mm.
That's regular shit.
That's the problem. I don't be on JD.
That's
And y'all
right.
gotta say, see, that's
Why are we calling that?
But that's a
That's
part
not
of
regular.
But that's
Black-
a part of black culture though.
No,
and
it's
I don't
not.
feel like she should be
Prostitution
excluded.
is
Yes,
not
it
black.
is.
Prostitution
That's
is not
not
black
black.
culture.
I feel like
culture.
I feel like all black culture should be included.
That's not black
That's
culture.
not black culture.
I've never heard no
How
ghetto.
is that not
I've,
black culture?
I've never heard no ghetto bitch talk about their booty
shout
hole.
out, so shout out to the deadbeats and the crackheads and all that shit too.
because that's black culture.
But-
It only happens in the black society.
That's not what only happens in the black society. That what happens in all
You get-
society.
so hold on,
if
hold
a
on.
black person, if a
Tiffany,
black girl
Tiffany.
does it,
Tiffany,
why is it such a
Tiffany,
big deal?
Tiffany,
Because
you
it's
going-
wrong.
Let's
Wrong
talk
is
about that
wrong.
problem as a whole, though.
Tiffany.
I'm
No.
not from Dakota. I don't know
Hey,
no fucking
Tiff.
black
Let's
kid or
talk
hood
about
bitches.
let's talk about that problem
Tiffany,
as a
you are
whole,
still
though.
screaming,
Hey,
Tiffany.
Tiff,
I'm
real
not
Let's
quick.
gonna lie
talk
to
about
y'all.
that problem as a whole, though.
Hey,
I'm
Tiffany,
not gonna lie to
Tiffany.
y'all.
Let's talk about teen pregnancy and ghetto people talking
Everybody.
about booty
Everybody.
holes and
Say the
Everybody.
community has the most teen pregnancy.
Then let's talk about it as a whole, but don't talk about it as black raunchy
I'm
girl,
gonna-
sexy,
I'm
sexy
gonna-
red.
She-
You're
Hey,
limiting
Keys,
yourself.
Keys.
You just said
Zip
all
it.
that.
Deja, zip it. I'm gonna tell y'all, this was the episode of Thinking Out Loud. Every time. We always got into this type of disputes, all these type of things.
Tiffany,
Are we coming back or not? What we doing?
It's just
Tiffany
turning into
wildin'.
Tiffany yelling for the hour.
What are we doing?
Because
Say y'all tripping.
she just yelled at us and said, don't exclude Sexy Red and the raunchiness from black culture. And then 10 minutes later, yelled in my ear and said, that's not black culture. Let's talk about it as a whole. So now I'm confused, and I'm going to let Tiffany get it.
But I
I'm
look.
gonna let you further explain
I
because
love
I'm
y'all.
still confused.
Tiffany, all right, Tiffany.
This is what we do. This is what we do
Tiffany,
and what we
Tiffany,
present
when
to
you-
the
when you-
culture.
Hold on, Don. Let me
Since
get,
2016,
let
this
me
is what
get-
we present
let me
to
get
the
my
culture.
1v1 right quick, please.
Go ahead, get your shit out,
Tiffany.
my brother.
You initially started with let's not exclude the ghetto black raunchy girls from black culture, correct?
Yeah, because
Hold on. One at a
yes.
time. Then you got all that off. Why we shouldn't exclude the black raunchies from black culture. And then you came back as a defense and said STDs, prostitution, teen pregnancy, drugs, and raunchiness. Let's not just talk about that as the black culture. Let's talk about that as a whole. Can you understand how that may confuse somebody sitting to your left?
but
Hold on. Yes or
And
no?
you're right.
Yes or no? Yes or no? Couldn't that sound confusing?
Because when you sexy
Yeah.
white
All
woman,
right, now you go. I'm not gonna say nothing else. Go ahead.
okay.
Mm.
So why are we shaming Sexy Red again?
We're not shaming her. We're
Nobody
just-
shamed her. That's the
What?
thing.
I'm
You know what
shaming her.
happened?
I'm gonna say
She got
Like,
no. Hold on.
let's stand on it.
You were
Let's stand on
defending.
it.
You were
Tiffany.
defending her.
Let's
Tiffany.
stand on it.
How can you defend that?
She
Y'all
got-
were definitely
Tiffany.
shaming her.
She got compared to Cardi B. If you take that as shaming, then cool. But all we did was
Well,
put Cardi
Tiff-
B above
How are we?
hey Tiffany, I'm not
how
too.
are we
I'm,
not putting Cardi B in the same
hey
category?
Tiffany, I'm
One
not
time,
too.
one time.
I'm not
A
too
whole
good.
never get. Y'all are y'all not y'all.
I'm not too good to say I'm shaming her. I think that she should be shamed.
Facts.
I think she's
And
very
this is why I
shameful.
can respect your opinion because you're standing on what you're saying.
She said she should be
I
shamed.
agree.
Okay, y'all are shaming Sexy
Yeah,
Red.
I think we are shaming
Y'all
her.
are.
Is
I
she-
don't
yeah,
think she represents black culture.
yeah. I don't think she
I'm
represents
not
black
saying
women.
that she represents black
You
culture.
want her to be
but I'm
included as a
saying,
part of
I
black
think
culture.
She's actually
why
an
are you
abomination.
excluding her?
I don't like what she represents.
Correct.
And that's fine for me to believe.
Just like
I'm not cool with you telling little kids it's okay to have gonorrhea.
if I did a project on
not cool with
if
that.
I did a project on black culture, I'm not including Young Boy in my project.
Facts.
Sorry.
I don't even fuck with young boys. So you know,
X. It's okay to get black people to
boy,
X.
they already
You're out.
excluded.
You're out of here.
Kevin
Like,
Gates, they excluded.
when- if we
All
have a
these
new-
type of niggas is
Yeah.
excluded.
if we have a new Harlem Renaissance, you're Kevin Gates, your ex. Young boy, your ex. A lot of people are getting an ex. Sexy Red is getting an ex. I'm
Thank
not
you,
including
Keith.
her.
Thank you, Keith.
Shit and I don't think for me. That's not the authentic part of the black culture that I've
Correct.
experienced. I know a lot of ghetto women, and they're not talking. They're not. I mean, I would get you aesthetically. They wearing booty shorts, but they don't. A lot of ghetto women that I know are very classy. If
about
that makes
their
sense.
business.
Yeah, about their business.
They not just
they
letting a
not
nigga
letting-
walk up on them.
Yeah,
and-
they not letting no nigga talk about them. They not talking about their booty
You
hole.
ain't coming
They
at
not
the
talking about
crazy-
how well they do XYZ. That's
Mm.
what
Go ahead, say what you was about to say.
that's the
Am I too
Jewish
loud?
media.
Go
Am
ahead.
I too loud? So are we going to exclude NBA YoungBoy experience
We
in the
don't
black
fuck with
culture?
that nigga.
I
You
am.
said
Wait,
we
y'all
what
gonna-
you say?
I
Are we going
will.
to
Y'all gonna just X him out
So,
of the
Tiff,
black
I
culture?
I ain't gonna fuck with him.
Hey,
I'm a
Tiffany.
30-year-old man, though.
Hey Tiffany,
can't-
I get what
I'm
you're saying. I get what you're saying. I
asking.
get what you're
You're
saying,
talking
y'all.
about the overall
I'm
culture.
asking.
I'm 30 years old. I
Since
don't
we
know.
have to get off, because
I get what you're saying, Tiffany. I do.
No, no,
black
Tiffany, get
women
to her.
are always gonna get like the shit in a
Oh my Jesus,
But
Tiffany.
let's focus on the
We-
black men then.
Focus
Are
on
we
us.
gonna exclude NBA YoungBoy from the black culture because he's speaking on the ignorant shit that actually goes
And
on?
he got 10
In
kids
the black
by
culture.
multiple women. Yes.
Wait.
Damn.
Well, are we gonna exclude that from the ignorant shit that goes on in the black culture?
Yes.
Because let's not.
I don't have 10
So,
kids.
Tiff-
Let's not
You are
exclude the fact
screaming
that.
again.
Hey Tiff, I have a question.
You
I have a-
cannot scream into the
Sir,
mic.
am I too loud?
Hey Tiffany, listen to me for a second.
You're not
Listen to me.
screaming to
Listen to
them.
me for a second, right? So, and you know, y'all know I like
Let's-
it. You know,
let's-
listen real
if
quick.
we wanna
Wait, Tiff, wait, Tiff.
If we're gonna talk about the
Tiffany.
black culture,
Tiff.
let's talk about the good and
No,
the bad.
Tiff,
About
listen.
how y'all niggas love having 10 plus kids in
I
different
don't got
households.
that. I don't got that, so I can
Tiffany,
speak
you don't
on
know
that.
nobody
Let's
with
talk
10 plus
about it.
kids.
Tiff,
I can
real
speak
quick.
on that. I
Talk
don't got
about the
10.
black culture.
Tim.
Let's talk about how niggas
Tiff.
have
We trying
10
to talk
plus
about it.
Tiff,
households.
can I ask you a question?
10 plus kids in different households.
Tiffany,
I don't
Let's
got
talk
that.
about it.
I don't got that. So now what?
Let's
So
talk
now
about
what?
it.
Hey Tiffany,
now
can
what?
I ask you a question?
Let's talk about it.
Are you including R. Kelly in your black culture
Yes, she is.
moment?
Why?
Answer
Why
the
not?
question. Answer the question. Answer the
Are
question.
you
Answer
including
the
R.
question.
Kelly?
Wait, what part of
Answer
of R. Kelly are we talking about?
I'm telling you,
All
dog,
of it.
my
All
point
of
of bringing him up is like the thing, everything. That if I consider this bad or bad for the culture, I don't have to include it. And does pedophilia occur in our culture?
Yes.
Yes.
It is-
But am I including that in the glorification of our culture? I don't have to. The same way I don't have to include what young boy rap about,
Then you're
what Sexy Red
delusional.
rap about.
So-
I don't
Then
have to
you're
include
delusional
that.
and you're trying to run away from the real
So
conversations.
Tiffany, you
I'm
What's
not-
the
Guys,
real conversation?
The real
It's
conversations
not our
are
culture.
it is pedophilia in the
raise
black
my
No,
hand?
it's not our
community.
culture.
It is pedophilia
It's
in the
not
black
the
community.
culture, though.
When
It's
y'all
also
have
culture,
cookouts
too.
and y'all got the uncles at the cookouts with the same nieces that they've been touching and y'all don't want to talk about it.
Ooh.
Let's talk about it.
Oh.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Tiffany just
Let's
yelling
talk
right
about it.
now.
Let's
Let's
talk
That's
about
not
it.
a cultural thing that white people
Let's
do that
talk about
too.
it.
White people do it too, Tiffany.
Y'all-
We can't
y'all-
call that black
okay.
culture. That's the only thing we're
So we
saying.
talking about black culture. Every white
Okay.
people do that.
We
Mexican
just put
people
too
do
much
that.
stuff
Okay,
under the
but,
word culture.
but are we as
And
we're,
that's
we're talking amongst black people
I
though,
love
right?
that.
that's
This
still
is a
not
great
So
culture.
let's take accountability
Clip
for
on
the
this
black
one.
culture.
That's still not
Let's
culture.
take accountability for the black culture.
That's still not
I wouldn't call
culture.
that culture.
That's
Let's
not
talk
culture.
about accountability for the black culture because what y'all
None with me
fail to
smoking this.
realize
I don't want none with
and
me
what
smoking.
y'all fail to always do is compare yourselves to the other race. Let's talk about
What
our
the
race.
fuck are you talking
What
about?
we're doing in our
That's
race.
still not black culture, Tiffany.
Since you want to talk about, okay, but y'all bringing up, oh, it happens in every culture.
Every Monday.
Okay, we not talk about every culture. We talk about our culture, black culture. Okay,
Ooh,
so
talk
since you
about
want to
Tiff.
bring about pedophilia, let's talk about how all of the people,
The question
like
was, do you support R. Kelly? That you ducked. Do you?
Do you
Would
support
you add
that?
R.
Would
Kelly
he be
to
on your
culture?
cultural slideshow
Let's
with
answer that
Sexy
first.
Red and Young Boy?
You said what?
Would he be on your cultural slideshow that you show
That has
your
Young
students
Boy
if
and
you were a
Sexy
teacher?
Red
Would
on.
yeah.
Would you
Would-
add Robert Kelly?
I said that there is good
Tiffany?
and there is bad.
Tiffany. Tiffany.
Yes or no?
Tiffany, would you add Robert Kelly to your slideshow with Sexy Red and
Yes
Young
or
Boy?
no?
Yes or no? Because that's what we had.
Would you?
No.
Okay then. So
Answer- no.
So why do I have to say yes or
Tiffany,
no?
because
If you
Tiffany-
don't say
Because you
no,
think that you think they're black culture.
Ask somebody else. Ask somebody else.
They're
Ask somebody
not,
else.
you think they're black culture.
I didn't.
You think that Sexy Red.
I didn't.
You deflecting like hell. You
You're
deflecting.
Because-
shit like a bitch.
Tiffany,
Because-
ask Keith.
Hey,
Ask
Tiff,
Keith.
we're not gonna act like Young Boy stands for good. We're not gonna act like King Von stands for
Nobody
good.
said that.
We're not gonna act like Sexy
Nobody
Red
said
stands
that.
for
But
good.
y'all are trying to exclude that
No.
because it's bad.
Ask Keith. Ask Keith. Right.
Y'all are trying to exclude that because it's
Ask
bad.
Keith right now.
And that's
Correct.
all I'm saying.
So are you
Ask
gonna
Keith.
exclude?
I'm not
That's
wrong
all
for
I'm saying.
excluding bad
Y'all are trying to
things.
exclude that because it's bad.
Tiffany.
And that's all I'm
Tiffany.
saying.
Only Dana said no.
Y'all-
Ask Keith.
Y'all will exclude
Ask
R.
Keith.
Kelly. Y'all
No,
will
I didn't
exclude
say-
R. Kelly.
Nobody but Dana didn't answer. Dana, the only person that answered that
I
question.
mean, if you ask me, I'm always including R. Kelly.
done.
But when it comes to his art,
Tiffany
Right,
did
no,
not
I'm
answer the question.
even beyond anything, I'm just talking about just their art.
told you
Yo,
it was
If
gonna
you're
be
talking
crazy.
I would
about,
actually-
if
these
you're talking
niggas
about
have
black
these
culture,
different-
would you include R. Kelly?
Yes, I answered your question. I would.
You would?
Art wise, yeah.
Okay.
Would I include
Art wise.
Yeah.
why
Oh, so it can be
Correct.
it can be in certain navigations with you, but
correct. No, okay.
it gotta be a straight answer
Listen,
with Tiffany.
If
It don't make sense.
eh,
Like,
when I like
it don't make sense.
Young Boy
Y'all
includes
can't
Tiffany,
come to
NBA
me
to
for a
me
straight answer,
Tiffany,
but y'all can have little
Tiffany,
cricket lines in y'all
Tiffany,
answer.
Tiffany.
because
There's
his
no
art
way
is
that y'all can
Tiffany,
do that.
in my
Tiffany,
opinion, his
hold on,
art is
hold on,
not
hold on,
about
hold on.
raping bitches
Tiffany,
or ditties.
we can agree that Sexy Red art, right, is raunchy, right? Can we agree?
We all fuck with it.
Hold on. Let me talk to it.
I fuck with
The
it.
only thing
with
that
it.
I
Wait.
said,
Hold on.
the only thing,
Tiffany, hold on. Can you? can we-
because this is
No, this is me and you.
this is a 4v1 at this
This
point.
is me and
The
you.
only
No.
thing that I'm saying about Sexy Red is don't exclude her from
Tiffany,
black
okay,
culture
that's what
because
you
it's
said, okay.
raunchy.
Now, what I'm asking you is her art raunchy? That's all I'm asking.
This is a thing.
Don't exclude Sexy Red from
Tiffany.
black culture
It's a
because
yes
she's
or no
raunchy.
question.
Tiffany, is her art raunchy? Would you classify Sexy
I
Red's
said what I
art?
said.
Would you classify Sexy Red's art as raunchy?
No, let's add more words because Madonna is right. Her art is degrading.
Yep.
It's like disgust. Like I'm sorry, it's not art. That's just my opinion. Madonna's raunchy. Like
Madonna
there's
is
people that's
raunchy.
raunchy.
Sexy Red.
Nikki could have been
glorifies the
raunchy, but I'm sorry, Sexy Red is she's borderline degrading, and I don't understand why you as a black woman defend that.
because she want all
Look,
side.
Tiff, me taking it too far. You as a black woman defend that.
You as a black queen should want better for the black queen.
Yes, but I think we should do our all in all on this and move on.
Agreed.
all in all, Tiffany full of
There's
shit.
so much shit that y'all as black men should be defending that y'all just don't.
We brought up Young Boy for you. We don't defend him. I don't. Dana just said King Von deserved to
We
be
balanced the
dead.
scales.
But you also said
Damn.
that you wouldn't include R. Kelly in your black culture.
I said
I
that.
would.
So you're gonna
I said,
overlook
I
it.
said I
That's
would.
his art.
No, I'm talking about his
That's what you
person.
said.
Yeah, art versus personal life. That's just
I
my.
feel-
That's just
But
me
it's art
personally.
versus personal life when it comes to R. Kelly.
Se-
What?
my
asked
part,
you- I
my
asked you
Sexy
the
Red
same
probably
question.
not even doing what she doing in her music.
I'm okay. So
Sexy
I'm
Red now.
saying that about Sexy Red.
Can I raise
It's
my-
art versus what the fuck she's saying.
That's
Can I
what
raise
She's
my
taking
hand?
care of her kids.
That's what I
Tiff.
asked you.
She's taking care of her kids. She's
Tiff.
doing
Does
well
she
as a
rap
black
about
woman.
Hey Tiff, you can play.
Do
You,
R. Kelly rap about or sing about
hey
that?
Tiff. Hey
Yeah.
Tiff.
What are you talking about?
Hey, listen.
Unfortunately,
Hey
yes.
Tiffany.
Unfortunately,
Tiffany.
yes.
You can.
But y'all looking
Separate-
past his. But y'all looking past
Unfortunately,
his
he raps about
things.
family and
But
songs.
y'all looking past that, and y'all
You're
still
not
fucking
looking
with the
past it.
music.
It's just like
Hold
you
on,
talk about it.
Deja, you can play Believe I
I'll
Can
be
Fly.
honest.
Hey, you can play Believe I Can Fly at a
A family
school.
function.
What
I'll be
Sexy Red
honest.
song can you play at a school
You can't.
with kids?
I'll be honest.
You can't.
I
And that's
want
my
the
reason.
person that's gonna say what's the real versus
You can't
Shut
play
doing
up.
that
that
shit.
shit and
I'm
then you
sorry.
doing that shit in the
I'm sorry,
background.
Tiff. I didn't mean to tell you shut up.
When you think of the word culture, what do
Tiffany
you
thinks Sexy Red
no?
culture.
When
What?
you think of the word
Hey,
culture, what do you describe?
Can I answer real quick? I understand how we all as a culture feel about R. Kelly, right? But you can't not replace the memories of singing "I Believe I Can Fly" at our elementary school graduation. Like, but am I singing my pussy pink, my booty hole blunt at my graduation? Like, I don't know a song by Sexy Red that I can include in those memories of my culture that I've experienced. I don't even know what can even be like acceptable to the kids from her to
That's true.
include in that.
That's true.
If I was a teacher or a principal or whatever, I can't. Now, am I, like, to your point, Tiffany, am I excluding her from culture and that and that some women are like that within our culture? No,
Nah.
they are.
You know what I think
She
it is?
speaks to some women
No,
as well.
I agree with y'all.
You know what I think it is?
100%,
I
for
think
sure.
I think this might sound like
cut up in this bitch. I ain't gonna hold you.
you know what I think it I think
somebody go up.
I think
I ain't gonna hold
I
you.
think
Have
life as
somebody
a
go up.
whole I think life as a whole is very stressful and
Mhm.
Sexy Red makes fun music
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
girls
yeah.
just want to forget
Have
about their
fun.
responsibilities and have fun.
Yeah.
And I get that, but life ain't 100% fun. And a lot of shit she be talking is bullshit. So it
Yeah.
might hit from 12 to 2 in the morning, but that's not like I think if you had a little
That's
girl,
like 90% of your favorite rappers.
Nah, not
Yeah, and
For sure.
Tiff,
We
yes.
know that. We know that's
And,
me.
and Tiff, we
So let me have my favorite rappers.
No,
as a
let's-
black
no,
woman.
let's get
Let
start-
me have my ignorant rappers as a favorite one.
Let's
As
get-
a black
but
woman.
don't say that.
Let me have mine.
We
You
not
see who
taking
we
them.
named though. You see who we
Actually,
named.
Tiff, let's
niggas
get
that got
started
shit.
on the rappers. I want to talk about the rappers. The rappers are not much better. Boosie is not bad. He's not on my culture list. He is. But
If Boosie is on there, why is Sexy Red not?
all right.
It's hard on black women.
You got me
I'm
there.
Sorry.
You got me there,
Like,
Tiff. I'm sorry.
It's hard on black women. That's
I'm not-
sad.
And that's why I don't
sad.
like.
I'm
I
not
don't
too
like
good
it
at saying you
that
got
That's
me. You got
hard
me
on
there.
black women. We can't be ignorant and light and
Can
dumb
I say-
I
and
like
just
Trina.
make dumbass music
I
like,
like
y'all niggas do.
You
We
right.
can't do that. We
Ah.
can't do that. We don't
Let's
have the
get-
room for that.
Let's get back to some shit,
No,
man.
Tiff,
Tiff, people
I
We
would.
don't have the room for
I
that.
would.
Keys.
I
Y'all
would.
get a million
I wanna-
dumbass rappers talk
Dom,
about nothing.
Dom, I want to end with this.
Nothing.
Tiffany, I agree with that last point. You caught me. You got me there.
You got me.
You
I'm
got
gonna
me.
shut the fuck
You
up.
got me
But
there.
I need to go to the
I
next
agree with that
topic.
last point, Tiff.
Y'all have a million people on y'all playlist
Hey,
talking
Tiffany.
about nothing.
Tiffany.
You're right, Tiff.
Ignorant as fuck.
You are
Tiffany.
correct, Tiffany.
Future.
I can't even enjoy my Sexy Red. Lord.
You're right, Tiff.
This dialogue with Dom, I gotta get to the next topic.
All right, come on.
So,
Tiffany
with all
full
that
of
being
shit.
said, right, all this little trippy shit, man. I don't even know where to go next, but I'm gonna go there.
Let's go.
What are we doing to further the community? What are we doing to like be better, man? Are we done? Is Thinking Out Loud done? What are we on? Like, is this an official breakup? What is it, a reunion? What are we doing? Is it a fan reunion?
Two separate questions or
It's
Yeah.
all them questions. It's the family reunion. Who we
Look,
introduced.
y'all snap, suck y'all TV at the same time. I have
Nah,
my,
I'm
I have
ready
my
to block
vision.
it.
Y'all can have y'all vision. Go ahead, start.
What the fuck? You asked 3 questions. All right.
All right, is
What-
Thinking
what
Out
am I
Loud ever
doing
coming back? No.
I would like it to, but the way things are structured now with our real lives and Tiffany being pro Sexy Red, then I guess not. I guess we'll never come back.
What?
What's your favorite rapper right now?
My favorite rapper is Starly and will always be Starly.
Hey Dom, to answer your question, my vision of it for me personally, I like what you're doing. I think that you always been like very just passionate about it, and I would love for like us to have this periodically. It don't gotta be no monthly thing. It don't gotta be quarterly. Just whenever we want to get up and come and like make something happen like this.
So Dom, no. Keisha saying no.
No, I'm not saying no, but I don't
Nah,
like.
you
I
just don't
think
want it to be.
I know. So I guess what I'm saying is like I
The
love what,
obligation of it is hard, though.
no, I
It's
think I
hard.
guess what I'm saying is I love what Dom is doing, and I don't think that we as a whole would ever be as like committed and passionate Dom is about it, and I want him to keep that for himself.
For himself. yeah.
Correct. I feel like everybody has other things that they're going. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I want Dom to have that.
Because this is your passion.
This is something that, like, and I feel like we like to do it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's how I would want to be with it. I wouldn't. Keys come through the pod, and I'm gonna come. That's how that's
Nah,
in
no
my
bullshit.
opinion, and I would want to still support dialogue with Dom. You know what I'm saying? Because
AKA Dom Keith does not like
I don't,
obligations.
nah, Dana, I do not
Nah,
see it
nah,
like
nah,
that.
don't do
I
it
do
to
not
him.
see
He
it
don't
like
like obligations.
because Dom,
That was real. That was real.
it's
That
not
was
an
real.
obligation. Danny, you have something that you're very passionate about. Big Three, you plug it in,
Yeah.
and you got Tiff got the
So
kill the
then-
scene. You know
so
what I'm
you
saying?
get to that's
I
the
think
next
pod is your
segment
thing.
we
I
get
had
to.
that when I was on here.
Correct, but I think pod is really like Dom's thing. Like I feel like it's something that like he
In my opinion,
what I want to see.
I might be decent at it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that I would want to see. Sorry.
So no thinking out loud to answer his question.
Yeah.
Correct.
Feel a lot of
Yeah.
filler
That's what
in
you.
there.
Okay, that's what you want to
No,
know.
no, no, no.
I
like
mean,
that.
I have
That was
no
a good
problem.
answer.
I have no problem saying that because I feel like that's a very, very nice. Is a very matter of fact. It's dialogue with Dom now.
Dialogue with Dom now.
Did
Yeah.
you look at the camera, bitch?
So, am I too
always wanted
loud
to do
right
that.
here?
No, you're not.
Why you
Why you
tripping?
That never too loud.
Because
You've been sleeping on goddamn night.
now you saying now I've been
Now,
screaming.
Dom, last thing I would say, do like our chemistry, us five, can this go somewhere? Correct.
It always can.
But do
Y'all
I think
have
do
to be
I
serious.
think that it would develop into a weekly podcast? I don't see that.
Not weekly.
Yeah.
Honestly, no.
Nah. It's hard for us to get together.
Yeah, I don't think
Hell yeah, it's hard.
I don't think we can keep this as a weekly podcast.
like we're
personally.
doing. Nah, for sure.
I don't think so.
But hey man, I love y'all, man. Y'all started me off. I could never be here without
Do y'all disagree? Hold on.
a Tiffany or a Keith, bro.
Yeah.
For real, on some real shit. Like that
That's
started
the
me
case
off.
of the dedication.
They started me off, and it just was what it was. It was what it was.
Marquise, please.
These
Marquise,
niggas faking
calm
emotional
down.
and shit. So, nigga, I'm trying to ask you a question, right?
Me?
Anybody. I like how they rolled
Man,
out.
man character
Anybody.
syndrome.
Me?
Anybody.
Man,
It's
me?
four other people right here.
Now, look, ain't this how sinners away? It was like anybody. I'm outside. I'm the vampire.
So, Tim,
Spoiler.
What
I'm the
makes you think you was
vampire.
talking about?
Man character
That's how you
syndrome.
gotta act like.
I'm trying to
nigga.
ask y'all something. Me?
Tiffany is a Leo, a man character syndrome.
But what do y'all feel about like this Shannon Sharp shit that's going on right now? How do y'all?
Child, I don't even know no 19-year-old.
That's what's confusing me. Hey, Tiffany, I'm not gonna hold you. That's what's confusing me. I'm a 34-year-old nigga. Why the fuck you even in?
Damn, Dom, you 34.
Yeah, nigga.
My bad.
That nigga be 34 next month. He
All
talking
right.
shit. That nigga be 34 next
This month, actually.
It's May.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's May 1st when we're recording this, actually. Shout out to all the cameras.
May 1st is my second birthday, so yeah. But so y'all celebrate my birthday with me. But all right. I'm sorry.
How do I feel about it?
No,
Look,
but actually, how do y'all feel about that? Like a 54-year-old getting caught up with a fucking 19-year-old at any age. Like, is that not weird to y'all? And I fuck with Shannon Sharp heavy.
So
Is that
I have one thing
weird?
to say. I have something. Can I start it?
Go ahead.
I think that when it comes to like the dominion of woman, young woman over their sexuality, I think when it is, there's an age bracket, right? And I think, you know, we have sugar daddies. We have the age bracket where it's like, it's too far to be creepy but too far to be like, you my sugar daddy. I feel like Shannon falls in the middle of where like we don't accept that. Like 55, 54, pushing 60, you're too like cognitive to like be with a younger woman like that, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true.
But I do feel like if
Come
I
from
do,
a
feel,
man for
I
it.
do, and I said that because I didn't want to contradict myself further. I think that young woman, if a 70, like if Hugh Hefner or a 70-year-old wanted to like pay your rent, and I'm not saying for any exchange for anything, but if you want to deal with a sugar dad, that's sugar daddy's. I feel like Shannon is in creep status. That's all I think.
What
he is.
age?
And you know what?
I
What
think
age
I
is
would
the
say
borderline?
65, 70.
For
Stop.
19-year-olds?
It stops creep. It stops creep status. I think they're 65, 70. Y'all are too little fragile to like really like
But
take
Shannon not
advantage
65.
sexually of a woman, right? You probably just, if you 70, you probably just financially taking care of a younger woman, right? But I feel like Shannon Sharp, he's at an age where like you're kind of physically like,
Okay.
you're kind of
able to.
yeah, you're kind of physically abrasive to a younger woman. If I'm in my brain thinking sexually.
Hold on, wait.
That's my
Nah,
opinion.
At what age?
Let me stop you right
I
there.
said-
Let me
become creepy.
I said 65. I said
let me
after
stop you right
But Shannon not
there.
65.
before 65 is creepy. If
Let
you,
me stop you
yeah.
right there. Let me stop you right there.
Oh, 20,
If I'm 19
30, 35,
and it's anybody
65.
above 25 that's trying to spend money on me, you're a fucking sugar daddy.
Correct. Nah.
I'll say it from my age. If I'm 33, and how old is Shannon Sharp?
55.
55.
He's a sugar daddy to me.
So
Imagine to a 19-year-old.
So what age does it become sugar daddy? At 33. What age does it become sugar daddy?
At 33?
Based on Tiff math.
55 and up is sugar daddy.
I'd say so. Like
I would say 40.
for an example, Deja.
What?
I feel as though like
33?
One time.
If I was 30, if I was like 37, 38, 40 plus, I'm kind of like,
I'm
So,
not even going to say it.
the reason I say that too
well, say it.
is
One at a
because
time,
like
one at a
I
time,
feel like
one at
at the age of 50, from 50 to 60, you might have like a 19-year-old daughter. So it's like
That's valid.
in my brain, how my brain works is like if you're 40 or through 60, you might have a 19-year-old daughter. You're dating a girl that's your daughter's age, right?
yeah.
But like I feel like if you're 65, 70, like your daughter is probably like older enough for that not to like. If you're old ass nigga with money, and a 19-year-old want to get you for your money, I don't think that's wrong with that. But I feel like if you're like of age to like actually have active sex, I feel like that's weird. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion.
That makes no fucking sense.
All right, it
I'm
might
about to
not.
take your money if I'm not fucking you.
So hold on. I'll raise my hand.
Correct.
Because it do be on people where you don't gotta get no sugar.
I'm a 34-year-old nigga.
Correct.
I'm a 34-year-old nigga. I'm never talking to
My
a.
bad, y'all.
That means
I'm never
straight
talking
up
to a woman that's
Instagram.
21. As
Correct.
a 34-year-old,
Yeah,
I have nothing to talk to you about.
that's weird.
Well, let's
But
be.
maybe
Let's,
that's weird because
but
that's
I'm
more.
28,
but
and
not-
my
none of-
spouse is
You don't gotta say.
older than me
Huh?
by a bit, and we've been together for a while. And I don't find it weird. I will say, and if we just gonna put it out, it don't matter.
I want specifics now that you said that.
He's my mother's age. My mama was young
Lord.
when she had me, though. So
respond.
I'm not about to. I'm gonna finish.
you want me to defend it?
No, finish to finish.
I mean, I don't find it weird.
I have another friend. I have a friend like that.
He's in his 40s, early 40s. I don't find it
How old are you, Dave?
28.
All right, okay.
I find it weird.
But you're 28, not 21, not
But I met him
19.
when I was
That's
20.
still 20 years.
But I met him when I was 21.
It's
Do
still.
we have kids?
That's 20 years. That's a sugar daddy.
I find it weird, but
20 years. Hell yeah.
it's not weird
So
because
y'all-
like
are
you're
y'all
old.
are y'all
Like
granddaddies
look,
weird?
look, these
Are y'all, are y'all
They-
granddaddies weird? Because you know that was the thing.
yo.
Your
So it's like
granddaddy
that's
was
why
with
I
my
don't find it
grandma.
weird
She was
because I feel like you're old enough.
young.
Like, when you- if you were
historically,
you're old,
speaking.
like you 28. Yeah, you're old
Historically.
enough for it to be weird for me. So it's not weird.
So your grandparents weird? Because historically, our grandfathers
yes.
was marrying our
Hey.
16-year-old
Absolutely.
I have a-
Dan is crazy.
I have a family member. I wouldn't say no names, but they say if they had a chance to do XYZ with Megan Thee Stallion, they would. And who wouldn't?
How old is this person?
How old is Megan's your age, right?
Yeah.
He's about 50-ish.
So
but,
slim thug.
but just think about it. Like, Deja, like, you have to think about the woman, right? You're not shaped like a little girl no more.
But I also wouldn't intentionally go out there looking
Said
for a
no
40-year-old
more.
man. It didn't just, that's not what I was
Oh,
looking
yeah,
for.
yeah.
It just happened. Like,
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, I want an older man. Like,
I don't think the
I've always
age.
dated people older than me,
I
but
think
not that much older
like
than me.
for an example, I think that because you're 28, I feel like if he was in his 50s or late 40s, I don't think that's weird, right? But I think if you're still 19, Shannon Sharp was
50 and 19 is...
Shannon Sharp messed with like you're like 19 is way different from 28.
Yes. Wait a
And honestly, if she... I'm more so disturbed by the messages and the voice recording.
What she said, put a black baby in me.
Black baby and me is diabolical. And you
25 for a cheat, bitch.
So Dom, you started with the fact that you're 34. What's the lowest you'll go?
Right now,
Just
28.
Okay.
Damn, that's kind of
I'm-
that's
that's what I'm
high
on.
actually.
Harder.
That's what I'm on.
I was thinking 22.
I get it though.
22.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I heard what these
No,
long
I'm
bitches be
sorry, I
talking
wouldn't do
about.
that.
I can't relate to that shit.
Why are you
I like a
hold
bitch
on.
that I can relate to at least.
But why are you trying to talk to all these bitches? We just talking about sex, right?
Oh,
It was
Okay, wait.
That shit was very transactional.
Now we
He
have to
wanted-
make it clear. Are we
That
talking
is
about?
true though. They weren't in a relationship.
Are we talking
I
about
don't-
transactional sex or just?
it was
I'm
transactional.
not fucking no
if
21-year-old
somebody is
bitch
10,
at
if
33.
somebody is 10 plus years older, they're expecting you to spend. First of all, I'm sorry. I'm expecting you to spend anyway.
Talking that shit, bitch.
May I ask
I'm
why?
sorry.
Yeah, why? Why we gotta? Why somebody gotta spend?
Why the fuck not?
Why
Be
so?
a fucking
No,
gentleman.
at that point, you spending bread.
A gentleman is
Be
how
a
you.
gentleman.
A gentleman is
And
how
if
you treat a woman.
No
10
nigga
plus
really
years
trying to
older
court
than
you.
you better be spending.
All right.
The fuck? Especially if you're expecting any pussy.
So Tiff, that's what makes
I'm
it
sorry.
weird. That's what
Was that
makes
prostituting?
no, but that's what makes it weird. It's
Sell
like
that. Sell that.
it's like
Sell that shit.
it's like
Sell
so
that.
look, Deja, you know what makes it weird? It's like Tiffany said, if you're 10 plus or older than me, spend, right? The money is the thing. So no, just
Not
listen.
even
No,
that.
just listen real quick.
Hold on.
Regardless.
Hold
To
on.
me, it gives
If
it gives be my dad.
Yeah,
No, because if you were my age, still I'm expecting you to spend.
But y'all expect more of somebody that will be like a
Yeah,
dad.
because
Yeah,
you
age.
lucky I'm talking to you.
And that's weird to me. I feel like
Odie.
it's
Why you
weird.
not talking to bitch in your head?
with me to fuck with me, you want my money. It's transactional.
But I think it's weird that women want men that could be their dad's age, and their only request is to spend on me.
That's not my-
But is it that we want
Oh
them?
yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not
We
putting it on you.
them. They want us.
Correct, but still, your only
Now
request.
you want me? Look, I ain't gonna lie. I'm feeling with
Y'all
Tiffany on
want
this.
me.
I'm
You
following with
want-
Tiffany
you
on this.
want me as the
I'm following with
trophy
Tiffany.
on your
and you
Spend that
want them
money.
as well.
Cause
Oh,
I
yeah.
ain't
No, the
doing
fuck
that.
I don't.
I ain't
So
doing
why
that.
are you entertaining them?
Because you want
Because
the
you
money.
gonna give me some
Because you
money.
want the money.
Ugh.
I'm on
Okay,
time
so
bitches in my
so
age.
regardless of why you want them,
Dana,
you
please.
want them for the money. I'm sorry. Regardless of why you want
You
them,
willingly into that agreement.
no, you
No.
want them because of the money. So don't say you don't want
No,
them.
wait.
I'm
If
on
they're
time
spending
with
on
my
you,
Hold on,
you
you
want
want
them.
them.
Hold on, wait.
You want them.
Hold on, wait. You wanted me first because I'm a young tender.
Nah.
I'm a young tender.
Correct.
And so you want me why?
And let's be clear. These
You
people.
want me why?
These
Maybe
people-
for creepers
hold on.
reasons.
It's for
These-
your
hold on.
benefit.
Maybe a
How-
fetish.
How am
Hold
I
on,
going to
let's be-
benefit
let's
from
do it.
fucking
Let's
with
be-
your old
let's be
ass
clear.
that
Let's be-
probably can't get up?
Let's be
Let's be
clear.
respectful for the mic. Let's be
That
respectful for the
probably
mic.
ain't gonna
Let's
make
be
me
Let's be respectful
come.
for the mic.
I think the
Dan,
You
situation.
probably-
Dana, what you got?
Let's be clear. I think the situations that we talk about are none and void because the ladies in these situations are getting fucked.
And getting paid.
These aren't
You don't know
ladies.
that.
No, they're not.
What?
Sometimes they're just getting
We're
paid.
talking about Shannon Sharp.
Exactly.
The Shannon Sharp
was fucking
situation,
her.
he was fucking
It
her.
was 25K per cheek though.
He was fucking her. Hey, straight up.
Yes, but a
Come
lot
on
of
now. It
but
was 25K per cheek
yo,
though.
a lot of men in these a lot of men in these situations don't even.
You wouldn't be able to touch my pussy if it wasn't
a
25K per
lot of
cheek
men in these
though.
situations can't even get erected to fuck you properly, right? So they only want the. That's why I feel like it's creepish a little bit because they only want the mental concept of paying for something for you. They only want the "you're my baby girl" type vibe, and that's the weirdest part about it.
And you
They
know
don't
what's-
want nothing sexually from you. They get the thrill from taking care of you.
Yes.
And that's the weird part
That's
about
what
it.
it was
you-
for Shannon.
I feel like
Hold
with
on, wait.
older men,
Hold
that'd
on,
be
but
a lot.
Deja-
That'd be it a lot.
But Deja,
And
can
that's
you
the
also
pedophilical.
can we
That's my new
agree
word.
as women that men just like to feel needed anyway?
Yeah.
They
Ah,
like that.
but from a younger
like
woman
that.
is weird.
They like to feel like they can provide and you
And-
need me.
And if you say that,
like that.
and Tim, if you say that, is it fair for me to say that some women want to feel wanted?
Yeah. That's fair.
It's an even exchange then.
That's fair though.
Y'all are insane. That's wild.
Wow,
sorry.
that was a good one too.
Wait.
Expecting you to
You
speak.
want
I'm not gonna lie.
You
I
want to
feel
feel
like
needed. I want to feel wanted. Okay, we
I
on the
feel
same
like
page.
Shannon, speaking on Shannon's situation specifically, don't hate me, but that's on you. Like
The girl.
the whole, that's on you.
I
Like,
wouldn't say that because she's 19. That's just too young for me.
and then
I will say that.
I really
19
don't
is
want to
wild.
be the one to
19
put the race
and
card
50,
into it.
that's wild.
Yeah.
I do not want to be
Put a
the one to
big-
put the race card.
Put a
into
big
it,
black baby in me
but
is crazy.
Hold on, wait,
Big
was
black
she white?
baby and me from a white girl is cool.
Oh, she
She
was
said
white
that?
this whole time?
Yes, you didn't. Did you see the text in the
Chill.
But y'all do know
Black
that's a-
queens
that's a
forever,
kink.
snow bunnies never.
That's a
Black
kink.
queens forever, snow bunnies
That's
never.
a kink.
But that's my thing. Like,
Hey,
if you thought
Damon,
that was attractive,
cut
if you
that
was
off.
fucking her after she said that,
Black
that could be- I think
queens
that's a kink
forever,
for him.
snow
Hey,
bunnies
Tiff.
never.
they gonna get you in trouble.
Hey Tiff, if a older white man was giving you $50K a week, would you call him master?
50K a week?
Would you call him master?
What we Tiffany?
What the fuck is
Would
we
you
talking about?
call him
There's you
master?
too.
No,
Tiff,
I can't,
would you call him master?
I can't
Yeah.
do it. I can't do it.
Put this big back master dick in me. Would you be saying that?
With this white mess, no, I can't do it.
If he
It
was
wouldn't
like,
be big.
if he was
My
like,
fault.
get
Put
on your
this white
knees and
master
tell
If we
me,
can sign an NDA.
get off me, cuz.
You don't jack her up in your
No, because sometimes I got signed in. Sometimes I got signed in.
50K a week, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping.
So money is
I
worth.
call you master every day.
So money is worth your self-respect.
Yes, that's what Tiffany said. Yes.
I'm just not trying to be funny. These niggas is letting these foreign women calling them niggas for free.
Right, you're right.
piece
You're
of
right.
pussy.
You're right. You're
She
right.
ate with that one.
Nah, you killed that, Tiff.
Pussy.
How
You
the fuck
too.
is that on
She
the...
ate with that one.
Hey,
That's
hold
on the
on.
same level as sucking pink dick and
No,
calling him master?
Shannon Sharp.
I'm
What
not
these bitches
sucking no
calling
big
him?
dick.
What was Shannon
I
Sharp
thought
bitch
you was
saying?
just say
Give me that
master and
black
that's
dick.
She said
No.
25K for each sheet, nigga. That
Nah,
shit was
Tiff.
wild.
You killed that.
But can I ask y'all this next question? And I guess this will really kind of wrap up with this.
Please
This
don't
making a lot.
listen to
This is what we did when we was performing on our episodes.
Oh,
man.
that's the love to you, Shannon. That's on you. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, for
Who's
sure.
performing?
He's
For sure.
losing all kinds of money.
Because you wanted to fuck with the young.
that-
No,
Y'all got more to talk about?
Hey,
Go ahead and talk
come
about
on,
it.
come on,
I'm
come
gonna
on,
ask y'all
come
this
on,
last
come on.
question though. How did y'all feel about the Drake and Kendrick whole debacle?
Now, hold on.
Let's
I have
break
a
it
lot
down.
to say
It's
about
been
this.
a year.
I have a
and
lot
it's
to say
like,
about this.
But now y'all have time
I'm
to
kind
analyze it.
of
So
over
let's
it now.
talk
It's
about
been
it.
a year.
I'm
Talk
not
about
over it because Kendrick, you over it because you're a Drake fan.
I like both.
Hold on.
Yes,
Do
I like
you?
both.
So what's your
One by
opinion?
Yes.
one by one. Who
You're a
wants to
Drake
start
fan.
first? Who wants to
And I
start?
like
feel like
both.
Drake fans.
Who has a stand? Who has a true stance? Because it don't sound
I
like
do.
that.
What the fuck? What we talking about?
I think that
I agree.
no, it's not that just Kendrick won. I think that Drake is literally pathetic, and I think that his legacy. I think that his
It was
legacy.
him suing it.
Yes,
Like,
I think his
Ooh,
legacy.
let's talk about soon.
I think that
I'm not
everything
having
that
this conversation
I think
with
that
you.
everything that worked for him is in question now, right? When you come and you talk about when he ran to Atlanta to get a check balance, in quotations, right?
Yeah.
Thug wouldn't hang out with no Drake off just Drake,
yeah.
right?
I'm gonna hang with Drake because he's gonna give me them
He's
numbers.
correct. He's giving me it's transactional.
Exactly.
So, and I think that's the only thing that, like, when Kendrick made that statement, it resonated because it's
Yeah.
like, Drake, you wouldn't be accepted amongst these motherfuckers, and Lil Baby, you wouldn't have that cred without that transactional.
None of these niggas would be who they was if they didn't hang with him.
Yes, they would.
That's
Yes, they would have. Future wouldn't be Future without Drake.
Future.
no.
Lil Baby wouldn't be Lil Baby without
No,
Drake.
what is Lil Baby first hit song? Who's
I-
on it? Who's on it?
Drake.
All right.
That was his first thing.
Me- yes.
Freestyle, nigga.
Who? That's not his first hit song.
Freestyle
Freestyle
wasn't.
is his first hit
Yes, it is,
song.
Dana.
All right, y'all. That's his first hit. All right, y'all had a conversation. Y'all not about to blow my night. Go ahead.
No, I'm just.
Go ahead. Bro.
His song with Drake is not his first hit song.
All right, bro. What are these niggas' biggest song
So
and
what-
who are they with?
What
Biggest is
Drake
different.
came after what
When
they
it-
got big.
So
nigga.
Dana,
That's
you
what
know,
it is.
Dana, you a
Drake
sound.
dropped on that
No,
shit. Vodka culture.
Tiff, y'all know
That shit he fight.
Dana
You think
is.
Drake hit these niggas
Hey,
up and
no,
say, "Hey,
Dana,
can I
you
you
get
is
are
the
this song?"
biggest Drake fan.
You are
ever.
a non-numbers person. You don't care about biggest. You talking like
is-
your favorite rapper is Starlito. You're not talking about what made the
Okay,
most
so
numbers.
what-
If they would have been solidified within their given realm of fan
Mhm.
base
But
without
we
Drake.
can all agree that that's not big enough for
can
them.
we
Big
agree?
is different from
All right, it wouldn't be what Migos would have got is big on their own without Drake.
Yes.
yes, they would
Okay.
have.
All right.
Yeah. out.
Yes.
Okay.
What's
Can we
Because of
agree?
people like you, Danny. You
Hold on,
like
wait.
Starlito. Like, he never had no big feature. You like him
And
because
he's only gonna reach a certain stratosphere.
Exactly. And you
Migos-
okay with that as a fan.
I'm-
I feel
yes,
like,
I'm
but
a
I feel like
yes.
a lot of their
That's not
fans
my
would have
question.
been okay
My
with
question is,
Baby,
would
that
they
actually
be?
hurt Baby more.
My
Baby-
question is, would they be as big? Is all I'm saying.
It's not about being big when
It's
it comes to
crazy.
that. Jeezy lasted this long because Jeezy been Jeezy. Boosie,
man, fuck
Boosie
up.
lasted this long because Boosie been Boosie.
Exactly.
They ain't need no Drake co-sign. They don't need the big. They don't need to be a Rick Rube. What's his name? They don't need to be the all white party.
So Jeezy never got a Jay-Z cosign
And
or
can we
another big
also
artist.
agree-
Yeah, but that's not Drake.
And
But I'm
can
Drake
we-
is
because he's
pop.
bigger than Drake.
But Jeezy,
All
Jeezy
these-
because he Jeezy.
All these artists has got big cosigns.
But can we also agree that Drake didn't hop on these artists until they had a hit feature?
Correct.
Yes.
He hopped
So
on
they was
it
already about
after
to get on
they
the
was
buzz.
already getting a buzz. It wasn't like he brung them up. No, he hopped on what was buzzing.
All right, y'all talk about it, bro.
Yeah.
Drake hopped on Versace because it was buzzing.
They
'Cause I've
sent
been
him
a Savage fan
Versace.
since the beginning.
They
I mean,
sent
yeah.
him the
Versace was
song.
buzzing before Drake hopped on it.
They
Straight up.
sent him the song.
If I got a hot song, I'm gonna send it to a hot person to get a verse.
He
Drake,
still does it
but
to this day.
Drake was. I'm sorry, I say it. Hey, everybody ain't gotta agree. Drake was a vulture enough to hot on an already hot song that he knew was gonna get him more of an emphasis.
Exactly.
And I'm not saying it
So
like
Versace, Drake's jumping on Versace helped who?
no,
bro?
I would not.
Who did it help?
It helped Drake.
It helped
Everything.
both of them.
Everything
It
that Drake.
Both of them.
Drake
Both of
Drake had the
them.
numbers, but when you talk about
Bro,
rapping,
if Drake wouldn't have dropped
in
Versace,
the rap community.
if Drake wouldn't
in
have
the
jumped,
rap community.
if Drake don't jump on Versace,
Drake started
Well,
as
nothing
Heartbreak
changes.
Drake. He
Dana.
didn't get to where he is if he won't hopping on the feature with niggas
Correct.
that's coming up. Bro, that's how
And-
Drake get into all these.
Correct.
I'm not trying to
And-
be funny.
That's how Drake got into the Atlanta scene when he hopped on Versace.
and that's literally what Kendrick said. But Dana, you cannot say that.
you know what else Kendrick said? Thank you, Drake. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have a career. So that's also something.
he
Kendrick-
would have.
I'm telling you what Kendrick said.
He would.
Kendrick
But-
said.
But
it.
Kendrick would have had a career with it.
They did all start at the same time.
But
Yeah.
Dana, I would say that like with a person like Drake, how we all know Drake to be, right? We're not gonna act like it ain't about this rapper making you a hit. It's about them giving you a certain street cred that you want.
Exactly.
Malibu's
Agreed.
was wanted.
Agreed.
And like, I'm sorry.
Malibu was
I
was
said
crazy, but
Malibu was one, but Drake needed that as a rapper.
To do
Because
what?
otherwise we would consider
we
him a,
kept calling him Heartbreak Drake.
and a pop star, correct.
Correct.
But as a rapper, he needed that cred. And Kendrick knew
Agreed.
that because Kendrick is not stupid. Kendrick, I'm not that familiar with LA culture, but Kendrick won't know just no cool suburban kid.
No.
Yeah, no,
was
yeah,
in
LA
the-
Kid,
nigga.
man,
Yeah.
City.
He a real
Definitely.
Compton
Yeah,
nigga.
and like from if you from the trenches or wherever, you know fraud.
You know what it is? Hey, Keith, I'll tell you this. It's like a nigga really being from, like when we went to high school.
Y'all know.
Huguenot.
Y'all been around the street guys, but y'all wasn't in the street.
That's what
We
Kendrick.
just grew up in the same neighborhood.
But that's
And I was
Kendrick.
around the shit.
But that's Kendrick. Drake ain't that. Like he don't got that stamp.
No.
He don't got that stamp of
The
that.
street
And
when
before
he
Big- put some
when he
respect on
hopped on
Kendrick's name.
Versace,
No,
that's when he got into with the ATL culture.
Very
Yeah.
We hopped
But-
on the Migos.
But Dana, you
song.
like Baby Kim and them? Lum's
I do, but I like both. That's what I said.
I would
Oh,
like
alright.
to say
I
when
don't got no
Drake said
side.
when Drake
but-
said I get love, I get more love than the city than you from, nigga. Kendrick took that personally.
And he did
But
the
who
pop up.
And
But-
he went really hard.
But who
Y'all-
y'all
with
think
LA
really won
culture
that?
after
Y'all
that.
think y'all don't
Do
think
y'all not think Kendrick really won that? Because he resonates with us more than a Drake would ever.
Yeah.
And Tiffany, you as
No.
a Kendrick, you as a Drake fan, Tiffany is the biggest Drake fan I ever know.
I
Like we was
love
doing
Drake.
all this shit. Every time we was on the podcast, Tiffany is defending Drake, going back and forth. If she can say that, I know for a fact that like Kendrick is really that nigga.
So
like,
can I say something dumb?
But
the-
I also like Kendrick because it's a lot of Drake fans that don't even listen to Kendrick. So it's like, how can you have an opinion on this? Like,
So, Tiffany, what I was about to say is the beef to the beef's positive stance. Like it made me more of a Kendrick
More of a
fan.
Yes.
Only
It
because
made me go back to his old
And-
stuff
and
and,
I was-
really appreciate
but
it.
Damn
I-
City and Damn are
I'd
masterpieces.
say this: Kendrick has always played characters, in my opinion. He's always like outside of Good Kid, Mad City. He's always had like concept albums, right?
Yeah.
So like to me, GNX was the first album where he was really like, "Oh, I'm Kendrick."
Yeah.
Like he dressing like himself, he acting like himself. Like Mr. Morale was a character.
Yeah.
You know,
His
if you-
music has always been intentional.
yeah,
What
it was
what
always
is
like
that album with him and all the homeboys in front of the White House? What's
To
that
Pimp a
album?
Butterfly.
to Bim
Pimp a
Butterfly.
Butterfly.
And
Well,
that
I
was,
was- just started
but
when the rap beef started. I listened to that
but
album.
to me,
in
Tiffany,
full.
that album was very like, oh, I'm black. I'm taking it like
Very
no
black.
shade.
Hey, girl, we was recording
Very
podcast.
black.
No
man.
shade at all,
Tiffany
but
won't fuck with it. Tiffany
it
said,
was-
"Nah, that shit weak."
It was
As
like
was
I'm taking
it.
advantage of this black movement. In
Yeah,
my
But Kendrick
opinion,
has always been intentional about being black in the spaces where he's given the platform to. He
Yeah.
didn't start that with the Super Bowl.
Correct.
You've seen some of his other performances.
Seventh Bay
He's
Moon.
always been intentional. Like, if I'm gonna get the spotlight, I'm gonna make this black. I'm
Yeah,
going to send
yes.
a message. I'm going to be intentional.
Yes.
I
Talk
feel like
that
he
shit.
uses his platform
What's up,
Yeah,
his
cuz.
fiance?
for a reason.
What's up,
And
his
to your point,
fiance?
GNX was the first time where he was like, I don't necessarily need to promote a message. I'm that nigga. I'm gonna just be Kendrick. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and to
correct.
your-
I
It's
think
more,
he was-
it's more
Correct.
LA than he's ever been.
Yes,
Marry
more
a black
authentic
woman.
as well though.
And
My
marry
Like
a
least
black
like
woman.
album, but
really, you don't like? I'm
I
sorry.
didn't say I don't like it. That is not
The
what
Super Bowl
I
was
said.
Super Bowl
I
before-
least like.
I'm a West
Gen-
Coast nigga,
Gen
so I
X.
love all
I'm
that
sorry,
shit.
Mr. Morale's my league's like. Well, you know that.
Okay, no, I take that back. You're right.
And then the untitled shit.
That
I
was title, yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna hold you. I was not a kid. I'm a J Cole fan, Dom.
Ooh, you know.
I know, y'all know that.
I'm a J Cole
That's not-
fan.
Whole world forever.
Like
and
he's
I'm
my
sorry,
favorite,
y'all.
but
Whole world forever.
but y'all,
The nigga that-
he get J Cole got some.
He got
speak,
old.
speak on it, Dom. I'll let you. We'll give you the floor.
Mm.
I'm
What's-
arguing with you, Dad.
And that's a cold
And
art.
then-
That's a
and
cold.
No,
Just-
Dom.
come on, get straight to it. Why did he
Dom say,
apologize?
let Dom talk real
And
quick.
didn't J. Cole just bring Drake out again? So he really stood
Nah,
on sides.
he brought Drake out in 2023.
Hey,
He
Dom.
brought Drake out this year.
No,
Last
he
year,
didn't.
the Dreamville that I went to.
did.
No, the Dreamville I went to 2 years ago. He brought Drake out.
So
The one
Drake
Usher
wasn't
came to.
a surprise guest in 2025.
No,
Nah, not this
Where
year.
is that video then?
we were there. I don't
We
know.
were there. I saw both of y'all. We were there.
They had a third person shooter video that which was lit. But
So-
Dom, I really want you as a J. Cole, like
As a J Cole
like,
fan,
I want you to
man.
give me your input on his involvement in this. Let us know. Let us know.
Can I speak to a little bit of before that? Like
Yeah.
seeing Lil Wayne, that was my first artist growing up. That's the first album I ever brought. So that was
Talk
monumental
about
to
J.
me.
Cole apologizing, please.
I know y'all don't want to hear that shit. Look, Dana, I know.
Good shit.
Take
Damn,
us
I know
there,
you don't want to hear
Dom.
that shit. He apologized, whatever. That was the
Take
year
us
before.
there. I want to hear that.
But
Take us
when
there.
Cole came out to what he was coming out to,
Mhm.
it let me know he was a man of respect and a man of the people, bruh.
Oh, wait, are you talking about when he apologized?
no, he's
No,
not.
this
He's
year.
not.
No, we want to
We
talk
wanna
about when he
talk about that,
apologized.
not
Ooh,
none of that
when
other
he
shit.
apologized,
Yes.
Yes.
I was pissed.
Thank you.
I was
Can you have
pissed.
my phone, please?
I
You
didn't
ain't talking
like
about
it.
Lil Wayne and shit.
I didn't like it. I think we're talking about this year. I didn't like it. So the year before, he
Mhm.
formally apologized for 6 Man Drill and all that shit, and then saying that he didn't mean to call Kendrick
Good.
shit weak. I didn't respect.
You didn't respect it?
No, I didn't like it.
Okay.
I was heartbroken by it because like stand on what you talking about, bruh.
Yeah.
You know. But
Because
You
Kendrick
ain't gotta be a part of the beef.
Kendrick
Stand on
stood
what
on
you're
it.
saying.
He stood on it.
but afterwards, when we started seeing things transpire,
Mhm.
I seen it go where it went. I was like,
That's why he backed the fuck out.
and I get it. So I'm gonna shut the fuck up. But I didn't like how he backstepped.
We never get
Yeah, I already
that.
said, how do you feel about your favorite artist being pussy?
Still my favorite artist. What's
Hold on, what
That's
you
cool.
on? girl?
I mean, if somebody, all right, if a mutual friend of ours, right? If it's me, you, and somebody else. and-
But if you got
Hold on,
other facts afterwards,
Hold
then
on.
you can step down.
Hold on. If a mutual friend of ours was beefing with you and told me, hey, I'm gonna fuck this nigga Dom up, I'm not gonna then apologize to that.
Oh
friend.
yeah, I'm gonna slap that nigga when I see him though.
All right, that's all I'm saying.
Is
But
it
Cole,
no?
but Drake not
That
gonna
was a
slap
bad
that nigga.
example, Dana.
How?
Yeah.
If
Okay.
a mutual friend of
That's what I just said. I said if a
It was a mutual. It was a
friend
mutual agreement.
said that if a mutual friend was
So
in
Dana,
it,
if me and you had beef, Dom would apologize. Like he wouldn't like. It would just be like, all right, bruh.
Not he would not if you said
If me-
not if you
okay.
told him I'm about to fuck Dana up. He would not. Then
Yeah, okay, if me
apologize.
and Dom had beef, you would kind of be like, all right.
And not if Dom told me he was gonna fuck you up.
Wait,
So what would you say to me?
I would just break it up. I wouldn't. Why the fuck would I apologize to anybody?
Because you came out, you picked a side. So you apologizing for
Because you
like
picked a
like
side.
like bro, I'm sorry. I
Both
did
of
pick
y'all
a
my
side.
brothers, basically.
Like bro, I did pick a side off of because you dissed both of us.
Mhm.
But I fuck with your both of y'all.
All right, y'all can go ahead and talk.
Oh, now, oh.
Yeah, Dana do that because
That's
Dana don't like to be
crazy.
wrong or hold
Dana, what I would
accountability.
say
I could
is,
be wrong.
but I would say is to
Or
that.
accountability.
I wanted to get to the more further point, but I know we haven't talked in a while about.
Hey y'all,
this
did Tiffany go to 7-Eleven?
Nah, she in her
I'm
gut.
gonna get y'all. What y'all need for the
Oh
style?
yeah,
she
put your,
she like teenage fever, so she can't.
she
even-
like teenagers.
she like teenage fever.
What the fuck?
No, I said teenage fever. That song, she like that.
Yeah.
She
Don't
loved
do
that
that.
from Drake.
Everybody get Robbie out
First
phones.
of all, you claimed that album was trash, and
It
it was not.
was.
Thank you.
No,
Bless
it
you.
wasn't.
Bless you. It was.
Let me put it out.
Which one?
That Drake album when he dropped that shit,
More
whatever
Life?
that was. What?
Hold on, now, 'cause
No.
Tiffany, you love
he
More
tried to-
Life.
He tried to
More
claim
Life.
that album
Oh
was
yeah,
trash.
More Life, but it was More Life.
More like
That shit
More
was weak
Life
as
was-
hell.
Hold on,
hell no.
we was on the
Weak,
topic. We about to do album
but
review?
it's like
No, I don't think so.
my cousin.
Damn.
about
No,
to
we
slide.
ain't doing no.
Oh,
we
it
ain't
is
doing
almost
no
11.
review. Free
All right,
smoke,
wait.
passion fruit,
Hey,
Uh-uh.
listeners, Deja's about to go say something.
Blue.
Say your last thing to the
4
listeners, Deja.
22.
Cold World forever and ever and ever
Ooh.
and ever.
Hey,
And that's
You
what-
know what it is.
Yeah.
We're not fucking with that Drake bullshit that he trying to.
And ever.
Yes.
Sorry.
Like I said at the beginning, y'all like forgiveness.
Y'all
J.
do it.
Cole.
Can we move on to the
I
next
can't
hot
do it.
topic?
That was a vibe.
Can we move on to the next hot topic? I want to hear your opinion on Diddy. I just said
Oh, how he doing? How you doing?
Oh, how he doing is crazy.
I think that people are having a hard time keeping the two things separate.
Oh, when Diddy-
The sexual assault,
Mhm.
which I think he should be
When he-
judged to the highest extent for
wait, when he beat up Cassie or just like the,
everything
hearsay.
that's been proven sexual
Diddy freaked out.
assault was
wait, he didn't go to trial yet, so nothing has been proven yet other than the video.
And then it's telling you what he feel.
Diddy
No,
is
I'm saying
freaked
he said
out.
what's been proven. I'm
Okay.
telling him nothing has been proven yet. But but him abusing Cassie.
But the catch is.
everything that has been proven thus far.
Cassie.
And there was video on that.
But Cassie. So we gotta stay on Cassie.
He should be given a fair trial and just due. But I mean, it's
Oh, fair.
the freak off shit. I don't feel like nothing.
The alleged freak off.
It's real.
Nah, the freak off shit is real.
How y'all know?
What's alleged though, Keith?
Alleged is I wasn't there. That's what that means.
So you think everybody?
Correct.
You think everybody lying
Yes or
on
no?
them and nobody has no tapes and
Alleged means I wasn't there. Because you know how y'all think Diddy is powerful? You know how we think Diddy is powerful?
10
More
minutes.
powerful people than him. And they can tell peons to say whatever they need to say in front of a camera, correct?
So what you saying there was no freak offs? Is what
I'm
you're
not saying that. I'm saying that I when it comes to
this
when
is
it
the same guy that supported Bill Cosby
and R. Kelly
and R. Kelly.
and will
And Kanye.
continue to support
likes
people.
and Kanye.
You like rapists
They've been
and
sucking
dick
dick
suckers.
since he was 14.
You like rapists
Wow.
and dick suckers.
That's what he said.
That's a wild
That's what he
statement to
tweeted.
make.
That's what you
Kanye
support.
West.
What I support
Kanye
is what I
sucks dick.
support is what I see.
Bill Cosby rapes, R. Kelly rapes.
I'm not a sheep or a what's the past tense of sheep? I'm not a shep. I'm gonna make that up. But yeah, I support what I
Right,
see, and
please.
yeah. And when it comes to Diddy, right?
Mhm.
I have not seen a
It
freak
is
off tape.
no defending Diddy
Why not?
because Diddy is he's fucking guilty.
Why?
Because regardless if take away the sexual allegations, he's still a fucked up person.
How?
Every artist that he had, he owes money. Like he's just a fucked up person.
So does Birdman. So does Jay-Z. I mean, that's business. I wouldn't talk about business when it comes to legalities of like or more characters.
But
because,
when it comes to sexual stuff, now it's like you're double bad.
correct. But what I'm saying is,
hate that.
what we
We got
see,
10 minutes.
I'm
y'all.
not saying
well,
anything.
we haven't I seen anything sexual, man. We see him abuse Cassie. I give you that.
That's not enough.
No.
It's not. Damn,
Was a fight.
That was crazy.
Look like the nigga trying to retrieve his bitch from me. Come here,
All right,
bitch.
look, hold on. Hold on.
Get over here,
hold on.
bitch.
That's not enough.
So, look.
What Kendrick say?
Hold
It's
Hold
not
on,
enough.
cut out. Who won? Who won really the battle? Did Kendrick
Kendrick
or
won the
Drake
battle
won?
clear.
How did get back on Kendrick?
Kendrick won the battle clear to answer the
Yeah,
question.
Kendrick won the battle.
Clear.
I just had to ask that for podcast.
yeah,
Because y'all
non-debatable.
niggas not talking what I need to talk.
We talking what they want to hear. They
No,
don't give
I-
a fuck about getting. We all know Kendrick won the battle.
Kendrick definitely won.
He
But
was just,
let's not say that Drake had a KO.
no.
Nah, Drake put up his favorite diss song is Family Matters.
Drake and
That push up shit
Cardi
hard. That push up's
album,
hard.
I
But
love
no,
it.
that push.
I
Fuck
love
that.
it.
The push up song is hard.
So,
It's just that Drake. I bet
so
that Kendrick
I
came
will
back with
tell
that
y'all,
bullshit.
Dana, my favorite diss song
Was
of the
Family
battle was Family Matters, correct?
Yeah.
But that was before Kendrick dropped GNX.
Really? My favorite diss.
Oh, Kendrick-
My favorite
GNX
diss track
don't really
from the
know diss,
whole
though.
from the rap
I
battle
know
was
this.
Euphoria.
Euphoria is hard.
And I will say,
That was the
I
hardest
would say
one.
this is a lesson. And down now, we can move on after this, but I'll tell you this: I would like when Not Like Us dropped. It dropped on a Saturday.
Mhm.
I went out that night.
Rob, this
Yeah.
is literally
And
thinking
niggas
out
knew
loud episode.
every word.
Yeah, no.
So killer bots
We
for
got a lot
me.
of shit though.
Kill that bot shit, right?
We got bots too,
Niggas
but
knew every word the night that it dropped. It dropped that night.
Yeah.
You know, because Kendrick and Cali, they drop on Cali time.
Yeah.
It dropped about 9 when I was getting dressed. When I went out, the DJ played Not Like Us. I lie to you not.
That shit
Niggas
hard
knew
though.
every word.
Fuck yeah.
That
And
shit hard.
That's
that shit
all. That's the only thing I'll say about the beef.
Yeah.
Fuck the bot shit. That Not Like Us shit is a
Not Like
natural.
Us went crazy.
Yeah.
It went crazy. But Euphoria was the best for me.
New 4 was nice.
Family Matters. is the
Like
best.
that was a verse. That part was up there.
Facts.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
But
and
Euphoria, I don't
and
know.
guess
It
what?
just
We
did
talking about
something to
3
me.
Kendrick songs. So what's up?
And the fact that
He not
Family
better
Matters-
than Cole.
Family
He
Matters
not
the only
better
thing I
than
get
and
Drake.
he's still not better
and it
than
was
Cole.
the fact that he literally wrote Not Like Us same day.
He not better than
And
Cole.
dropped it same day.
I
He
don't
not better
think
than Cole.
I think that was written
But-
already. I don't think.
but
he wrote it and
Tiffany-
dropped
That's
it.
what they said on
But
Big Boy
Tiffany-
Radio.
Tiffany, as a Drake fan, how do you feel about that happening?
When it was going on. But it was like I'm a Drake and a Kendrick fan because I've listened to
Yeah, I
all their
know.
projects.
We supported all of them.
I've supported both. See, I'm not a Drake fan where I just listen to Drake and not Kendrick. I listen to both. So when both was dropping, it was like, damn, he pulling cards
Mm-hmm.
that I cannot rebuttal. I can't. Drake is a culture vulture.
Ooh.
And
So,
I
we
can't
gonna
say
sum
he's
it.
not.
Wait,
But
we
he do
sum it
make
up.
bops.
Tiff,
But he do
wait.
make bops.
This question
that
is
I
for Tiff.
love.
What
We
do you
gotta
feel
sum it
about
up after
Tiffany?
this. We
What do
gotta
you
sum it
feel
up
about
after
sister
this.
playing your sister playing both sides?
Yeah, she's just a liar though. She's gonna do that.
Ooh, that's
She gonna do
hard.
that.
Hey, we're gonna sum it up.
She gonna do
Shout
that.
out to everybody that tuned into this episode, man. Another episode of Dialogue of Dom. This has been the Thinking Out Loud family fucking reunion, man. Episode 9, man. Hey, we out here. Follow my people. What's y'all ads? Give me y'all ads.
You can follow me at numeral. Oh shit! Go ahead, Keith.
Nah,
You can follow me. You can
Follow
follow me
that on you, nigga.
You can follow me at Roman number 2 cups on Instagram, 2 red cups on Twitter. Follow the event and promotion page at Big 3 RVA. We got a field party June 7th. Come out and fuck with me. That's where you
Yes.
can see me at.
I love Dana because he does stuff strategically a week after my birthday. So I love.
Go to hell.
No, it's by design. Y'all like
Yeah,
Dana's
I
a
don't want to
real
lose
one.
no more
Dana a real
friends due
one.
to a birthday shit. man.
Y'all can follow me at Akeys on Instagram as well as Twitter. I'm very active on Twitter.
Y'all can follow me at __ Tiffany Sade on Insta. and TikTok. And you can follow me
Ooh.
on
Killer Scene. Talk about Killer Scene.
Kill the Scene on Insta. I don't have a Twitter because I don't
that
support
prom
Elon
dress.
Musk.
That prom dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killer Scene is
Talk about it.
Tiffany's
Talk
is-
about it.
Killer Scene is like that.
Nah,
Y'all
yeah.
know I love Dom 91
Blood,
on
sweat, and
IG.
tears.
I love Dom 91 on IG. Goddamn _smackerhole on Twitter.
I was about to say, have you ever talked to your listeners about your main page yet?
Yeah, they don't know about that.
All right, all
I
right.
talked about him a little
I
bit,
don't
but
know why.
I kept PG. But
Don't be
TikTok,
hiding.
I love Dom as well.
Okay,
91.
period.
But we outside, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dreams to Reality. They made this all happen, and we're gonna keep rocking.
And
It's-
if I can say something, I'm looking in the camera,
Uh
and y'all can look in y'all camera too. We gonna be back.
yeah.
I think we gonna be back.
With a little bit more structure.
It might be a few more episodes, a few more months in, but
'Cause y'all
we'll be back. Thinking
y'all be
out
mixing up
loud,
my
we'll be
shit.
back.
More
But until
structure.
next time, out. Shout out to all the people, man.
We love you, Dom.
Bye.